welcome to the Real Talk Podcast, episode 19. We are about to go live. Gives about 10 minutes or so. We have Rayleigh, LOL, I can never pronounce that. Sammy, okay, and then we have Gary Faceman and Fit Me, who have easier to pronounce names. I blame Sammy. But guys, you guys are able to talk. If you want to mute your microphone, that's entirely up to you. But other than that, what's up? Feel free to say hi to chat. Or talk smack to them.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm Rayleigh.
Rayleigh? Oh,
Rayleigh? Riley?
It's so confusing. You know that. Why do you swap the I and the E?
Listen.
Improper English.
As far as I'm concerned, we have Gary Faceman, we have Fight Me, okay, and we have Riley LOL. So, we're good.
Did you add semen to Gary's name?
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm good with this.
I see him smiling. He liked it, okay?
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'm causing problems.
No. I expect nothing less.
You can call Sammy Madonna. Okay. All right.
Madonna.
That is what. No, that is what I know her Sammy as, Madonna. That is like my Madonna.
All right.
I promise you, it will work.
All right. I'm expecting a virtual beating right now.
Sammy, do you have a problem with Madonna?
Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Or terrible. Oh, but what's going on, Doc J-Lab, Gallifregal, W-Bad, Dark Cobra, Cliff, Alyssa, Based Love Rock, I'm sorry, Stargaze Riding. How are you guys doing? I believe that's everybody I saw. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to say hello. Or talk smack, whatever. My god. You guys are going to be a pain in my ass, aren't you?
Who's gonna be
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's what we need.
Not sure if I should be offended. I'm copying Fit Me.
Something about happy.
You know, I'll accept a quack too from Pale Horse. That is very confusing, a horse quacking.
Is there a way to remove points from retro in this chat? Can we do that?
No, but just so you know, this is how I feel about this.
Fucks. Minus 70. You don't get a lot of fucks, it seems.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I see.
Missing some fucks.
Oh my god.
No fucks given. All right.
Nobody gives a fuck here.
Like, literally taking fucks and just not giving them back. Minus.
Okay. Nice.
What's up, So Salty? Sorry if I'm butchering that. What's up, Spiffs? Salty? So salty. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, salty.
Synthetic.
She's a cutie patootie. She's a grill.
This great.
Hot grill. Oh my god.
All grills are hot because else you can cook food on them. Silly man.
I apologize. Thank you, Simbad420 for the follow. How are you doing? Thank you all for being here. And let's see. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. I don't know if you guys noticed, you have mod swords. Feel free to smack people around as needed. Or ban them. I don't care. Do what you need.
How do I just ban everyone?
I mean,
Yeah, is there a ban everyone key?
If that's how you want to be represented in my channel, you can.
I mean...
Nobody wants to be that guy.
Well...
What's up,
See, in my chat, we just call that paddling.
Paddling.
Yeah, so it's socially acceptable.
Socially acceptable to paddle people.
Hey, Bunge, what's up, man?
tell you right now.
Ian.
Slade.
Might not get his
Don't
name.
smack me.
Sexy Frenchman alert.
Sexy Frenchman alert.
Calvin Klein model. Goodness. I don't understand that, man. I don't get it.
Did I miss Slade in here? Oh, rip Goon City. Rip.
Goon, let me tell you, that wasn't me. All right? That wasn't me. All right?
That was
Do not
definitely
let-
Sammy.
Oh, man.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Bad everyone.
What is that? What is that emote right there? Oh, that's soda popping. Okay.
Dude,
What was that?
The walking guy.
I think those emotes are annoying. Those stacked up emotes. The only one I like is Witwix's.
Wait, what's that? You don't like vertical combos?
I don't. God damn it. Well, that's fine. Like the whole vertical combos, I'm fine. Or like 4 of them, but like I feel like you push it when you got like 6 or 8. Like some people have had.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Lone Scholar here to do the leprechaun? That thing is epic.
Hey, what's up, official.com?
Oh yeah, the leprechaun.
And what's up,
Yeah, the
Goon
leprechaun is
City?
great.
It's like 9 emotes to make one face.
Yep.
It's
Holy shit.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
beautiful. It's a work of art. Picasso couldn't do it. I'm telling you.
Let's see. And thank you guys for the host. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, of course.
My
Let's
pleasure.
see. Do.
Hey, Daigon, what's up, man?
So give us about 2 more minutes, guys, and then we'll get the show on the road.
Wait, we're doing a show?
Something
What?
like that. I mean, I pretend like I know what I'm doing, but generally speaking, from experience, I don't think that's true.
Well, you know.
Let's see.
Oh,
Trying to find my glass.
I had to stop that shit from happening.
Uh-oh. Oh, rip.
Just
rip
for the record, if
pyramid.
Goon gets purged or timed out, it wasn't me. Okay.
Wow.
I would never do that to Goon.
Yes, I
I'll give
did
that
get
gun.
my new equipment. It is not set up yet, actually. We'll probably go over more of that later, because we're going to do a little special unboxing for that sometime later.
What you get? Or
I got a Rode microphone, a mixer, and a microphone stand. Like, I basically got a new mic and audio setup. However, it's just sitting in my Amazon box right now. So, and I might wait, like, it sucks because, like, I have it, and I'm like, want to wait 2 weeks for, like, the unboxing when, like, I go back on there. But, yeah, I'll go over that later. Let's... Do. God damn it, Spiffs. Fucking rainbows in here.
oh my god. That Miko, that little dog is the happiest little thing I've ever seen.
Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us get started. Guys, just so you know, my name is Jesse. This is the Real Talk Podcast. I do this every Tuesday. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here on the Skype call and here in chat. Just so you know, this is a podcast about Twitch, and, you know, it's supposed to be somewhat a constructive podcast on the things us streamers do, think, and hear, and how we deal with situations. And one of the other things is that we do not know any of each other's topics, and I think that's the beauty of it, is that we don't have anything prepped. We just say, hey, here's what I like to talk about, and we go. But guys, every Tuesday at this time exactly, I'll be doing the podcast. So if you follow the channel, this will pretty much be what you're getting. My gameplay's a little random right now, but that's enough about me. Let's move on to our guest. Let's see. Here we have the troublemaker, Sammy. I mean, I don't know if that's a proper way to introduce you, but Sammy, tell us what you're about, who you are, what do you do, what your channel's about, what have you been doing, what do you plan on doing? Give us a breakdown.
Well, thank you for asking. I am an Irish, British, American, and I stream things. I've been told that people like things, so I stream them. I do all kinds of different stuff. I'm not very interesting. Don't follow me. Don't look at my face. Did I do good? Is
that all you want to do?
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Guys, and ladies and gentlemen, if you follow Sammy, please drop some hearts. I forgot to mention that part because I'm a horrible host. So guys, if you guys could drop hearts and show some love for Sammy, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's see. Next, we're going to move on to Gary Faceman. Tell us what you've been doing, what you've been up to, what do you plan on doing, and what your channel's about. Give us a breakdown once again. And show hearts for Gary as well.
Yeah, I'm Gary Faceman. I'm a variety caster. I work on hard games that are, hard to beat. I play on higher difficulties and die a lot. I kind of am known for doing that, like failing pretty hard, but I never give up. Right now we're playing Bloodborne, Wings of V, Metal Gear Solid, Monster Hunter, basically lots of different things. It's good fun. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Word.
Welcome.
All right, and last but not least, we have Mr. Fip Me. Tell us what you've been doing, what you've been up to, what do you plan on doing, and who you are about, and why we should, give us a breakdown. You saw the other two do it. You know what's up by now. I hope so, and also show some love for Fip Me.
So, guys, I'm a variety caster. If you ever come to my channel, all I do is talk, and maybe play a video game for about like 1 hour.
I noticed
4 or 5 hours that I'm on. Yeah, that's what I pride myself, and that's it. Like, don't come there for gameplay. Don't, never. All right. If you want gameplay, you go check out Sammy. You go check out Gary. I promise you check out Retro. You'll enjoy it over there. If you want just community and pure chatter and nonsense, I'm the man for you. But yeah. And also, I'm playing GTA 5 now.
Word. Yeah. All right, guys. So, that is it for introductions. Let's see, guys. I think I'm going to start things off in a rather unorthodox way. This time around. This is how. Also, thank you, Pale Horse. Thank you, Steve-O, for the follow.
Are you gonna share any of that?
What the hell is... I didn't know this is what we were doing.
I like this idea.
I came prepared.
Is Fip a little quiet? I'm sorry. Let's see. I thought it was good on my end.
I can
turn down my background music real quick.
I can use my headset mic if that's better.
That may help. I'm sorry. I had no idea, but I could hear you over the music, but I guess it's just not enough. So.
1 second.
Sure, no problem. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna start this in a little apple juice. Are you kidding me? Wild Turkey 101, please. In fact, I only have half a glass.
Oh, buddy.
No.
Oh man, you guys should have told me what I was signing up for.
Well.
All right, so can you hear me now? Am I better?
Yes, you're good now. And is everybody in chat? Is everybody else sounding good as well? Like, just want to make sure before we head on. Yeah, no. Yeah, if you got drinks, pour them. I guess.
Chai tea.
Tea. But yeah, no. This topic, I'm kind of. I don't know where this may or may not go, but ladies and gentlemen, we have talked about plenty of times who we network with, who we make friends with, and how we make friends with people, and how we find other people. But one thing I think that would be very interesting is if we talk about who do we not network with. And what, because I'm not gonna lie, I've made a million friends on Twitch, and I've loved them all, but I've also made some enemies, whether I like it or not, it's some things happen, people drop out, or people do things differently, we move apart, and so that's where the drink comes in.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, and just to enlighten you guys, with a story, like, I guess, is that I've known, and I was actually friends with a gentleman for a very long time. I would actually talk to this guy a million times after cast, and it's funny. We started out in the same community, and we were really close friends, but it got to the point where he got a little needy, and let's see, how do I say, he would ask me repeatedly to be on his be on his channel and co-host with him because he couldn't run his own cast. I mean, he was my stream was taken off a little bit, and then his stream was dwindling, and he was like, hey, like, can you tweet me out and co-host with me? And I'm like, dude, really? And not only that, I rated this guy, and he asked me to tweet him out afterwards. And things like that, just as well as I've heard things like where people get annoyed with people handling their stream like a business, and little things like that. So I just want to know who are like what are the type of streams or like you may stay away from that maybe for some other people, but you're like, I don't like the way this guy handles this, or this really irks me like this. I've been as petty to be like, hey, this guy's called me out for lurking. I don't even want to bother with this guy. So think little things like that. Also one other big thing is that I've had a caster break, if any caster breaks a rule on my channel, I swear to God, I don't want to deal with them, because I'm like, dude, you should know on your own cast, and then you break a rule on my channel, I find it slightly obnoxious. So,
Yeah.
what have been some of your experiences with people you don't network with, or discontinued networking with, or discontinuing being friends with, I should say, in general? I mean, and feel free to keep them as anonymous. We're going to be professional about this. But, I feel like that's one of the things we need to know what irks us a little bit, because we've talked about like plenty of times, hey, this is how I make friends, this is how I contact people, I find this person, through this raid and whatnot. So, anybody want to take this first?
I have no problem taking it first. Gary,
Yeah,
do
go
you
for
wanna
it.
go? Okay.
No, go for it.
I mean, like, for me personally, like, it's always in terms of people I don't want to network with. It's whenever I like go to the chat and it's typically just toxic. Like, if your community itself is toxic, then I don't want it for myself. So those are like the people that I tend to stay away from. Like, especially like if they're always like using language that I wouldn't want around people that like I send. Like, I try my best not to use offensive language. Like, I don't want to offend anybody. So I typically stay away from dropping anything like homosexual terms that are just gonna offend a whole group at once.
Yeah.
That's just like, and you have like a lot of casters that like that is their casting style, and it works. Obviously it does, but it doesn't work for me, because I always tell people, like, I come from like before like Twitch, I was day trading, and before day trading I was working in a hotel. Like, you couldn't use like 99% of the language that you hear on Twitch on a daily basis you couldn't use in a corporate environment. So like, that's how I look at it. So it's just like,
gotta maintain that professionalism, I guess you would say.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, you want to treat it like a business, but then again, Twitch is a different platform where you really don't need to treat it like a business.
Yeah.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah. And
Can I go next? Or?
absolutely. Yeah, feel free to jump in whenever.
Well, I was just going to say, I think with hosting, you can kind of get the message across when you don't want to network with somebody. They'll host you and you'll be like, oh, hey, thanks for that host. I really appreciate it. Here's a follow command. And I don't know if I can say this. Fitme might get mad at me. But Fitme handles it really well. The people that he doesn't necessarily want to promote. And I'm not going to get into the details of it, but you can really tell when he wants you to follow someone, and you can kind of tell when he's like, he's not so much into it. I think the best way to handle it, and I don't want to use names, but I think the best way to handle it, or the people that handle it the best, are the people that just shout at everybody. Like, thanks for the host, thanks for dropping by, it's great to see you, love your cast, whatever. And then you go on with your own business. Not that I'm saying you should lie, but I mean,
I feel the same way. I don't enjoy that. Like when someone tries to sort of push themselves into my cast, I sort of go like, okay, thanks, man, and then I just move on.
Yeah, I feel like though with my podcast, again, I've already told you guys, but I'm gonna tell it for the stream. I feel like I'm, hey, you want to be on my podcast? You want to be on my podcast? I feel like I'm gonna annoy and piss off somebody at some point. But no, like at a certain point, it's like, as much as you make friends on Twitch, unfortunately, it's as easy to make enemies on Twitch. Like whether you like it or not, I don't know. I've had people who've been dramatic and I didn't even want to deal with it, and I'm very chill, but at the same time it's like some people do some really stupid things that like really push your buttons. Like I said, this guy wanted me to plan out a raid to raid his channel because he needed viewers. In fact, like half the reason this podcast was actually a co-casting me and him were supposed to be sharing this podcast and helping him get viewers, mind you. Now I'm like, hey, I just want to do this for fun, and it's like one of those, I don't know, it's one of those things that we clashed on, then we separated from there, and then he never did anything with it. But then it's just one of those things. It's like he wanted me to plan out a raid to go to his channel, and then I raided his channel, and then he wanted me to tweet him out. So, like, I don't know if there's an ongoing joke in the channel to where, like, hey, can you tweet me out? There's an ongoing joke, like, hey, I'll co-host if you tweet me out, like, and shit like that. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like,
yeah,
like some people get really desperate, and there's also some people who give off like this. Even I've heard this alpha dog vibe. Like, they are in it to win it and in it to make a really huge channel, and they're kind of cutthroat at a certain point. So, I don't know. It's hard to explain. We're not mentioning any names, but, these are things and concerns like, hey, I don't want to network with this guy because I heard of my friend saying this about him. Unfortunately, there is gossip, and sometimes you have to be careful who you network with as well,
Yeah, I mean, if I hear certain language use or certain behaviors in a channel, I mean, I'll check a lot of people out, but I'll leave at that point. Like, I won't tolerate certain sort of style of casting, like Fitme was saying. Like, that's definitely not acceptable. I want conversations and maybe discussions or, something lively going on, interaction with the broadcaster. That's really important to me. So, I'm lacking. If that's not happening, if that's lacking, then I'm not that interested anymore already. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I haven't had that experience myself. Not yet, at least. I haven't had anything like that. But then again, like, my networking has always been like non-existent. It's pretty much like somebody needs to tell me about a caster for me to go over there, or I get rated by said caster and then I go check them out. But a lot of times, I honestly don't know how to network on Twitch, so I haven't really had that problem. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've met Sammy. I met Sammy through Kirkhollow, which is a mod that she's put me onto tons of casters. But Sammy's been like the person that stood out the most to me, that I enjoyed continually going to watch. And then, like, from there, it just built, But I haven't had a bad experience with networking, not yet.
Yeah.
And hopefully it doesn't happen.
Yeah. I think it's like when I first started on Twitch, and like we were both small time, and and then he, I guess, I hate sounding like arrogant prick, but I guess he got kind of jealous and was like, oh my god, you're like, I'm still here doing this, can you help me out and like tweet me out and raid me and support me and be my rock, Jesse? And I'm like, dude, I can't do this.
Someone that leans too much.
Yeah, no, pretty much. And like one of the other things is like, I was telling people with the podcast, is like, I could I could bug people like Ezekiel the Third or Man vs. Game, but I don't even think they would be a suitable fit for my podcast, even if they were on the podcast, because I just want to be able to make friends. Like, I've met Gary through Pew Gemini Live, and then I met Sammy through Samson ID, and then I met Fip through you rating my podcast because you followed Sammy's tweet over to this channel, and it just, I love it whenever I'm able to make friends with the people who support my friends. I guess is the best way to explain it, and that's how I like to run things personally. With the podcast is everybody's got some kind of connection, and I appreciate it. You guys for the support in one way or the other. So this is why you guys are here, is because you guys are awesome casters and you guys have supported the channel, and thank you so much. But at the same time, I've thought about reaching out to some other people, and then I've heard, oh, this guy runs his stream too much like a business, or this guy's like too whether we like it or not, there's certain things that I like, or the toxic chat. Oh my god, I had to get rid of that at one point.
Oh yeah.
That'll be
a killer.
Yeah, definitely.
I would love to know what's wrong with running a cast like a business. I would love to hear that one. I've never heard that before. I've never heard it, so it's pretty interesting.
I mean, there's people who've had problems where they run hey, I'll at this donation tier, I will run, I will jump like an idiot or something like this, or I will do a poem. I don't know. I've heard people say that too much, or hey, I really need you to help me out, or they're networking really strongly. Maybe a little bit too pushy, I should say.
Okay.
It is probably the best way to put it. But it could be various types of things, but definitely I would think pushy. And again, I don't want to mention names. So we're gonna leave it at that. That's why I feel too pushy. I'm just poke. Oh shit.
I'm starting to feel like we should mention names. I feel like we should go around in a circle and everyone should rattle off the names of everyone that's pissed us off. I'm starting to get this feeling. I
want to. I really want to.
We're not going to mention names. And again, we're not going to mention. I'm starting to feel like I should mention names.
I feel like I should too, but Twitch TOS is the biggest thing here.
Names, to be honest.
Twitch TOS is the biggest thing right now, is that I'm concerned about. Don't rip my channel, please.
I don't know how you guys do it, but if I'm not interested, I just don't go there anymore, so I forget about them entirely. So
yeah,
I don't have any.
Yeah.
Sitting around.
I mean that, and it's they're small time. Don't worry about them. You'll never find them because I never tweet them out.
Yeah, exactly. Jesse.
Oh.
Exactly.
But anyways, so who wants to take the next topic? Sammy, since you want to mention names, you want to take the next topic and throw yours out there?
This is my topic?
Yeah, throw out your topic, whichever one.
My topic was basically growing on Twitch, and I think FitMe will understand this topic a little, because we talked a little bit. I didn't say, this is what I'm going to do, but my topic is growth on Twitch. Everyone says that it's harder to grow these days than it used to be, and I think it is. Somebody said something like, in the past, you could pretty much just cast and you'd be guaranteed that your cast would grow, but now you have to get into the networking. Kind of tying into what you were saying, you kind of have to get into networking. My first 3 months of casting, I say this all the time, but I don't think anybody really knows it. My first 3 months of casting, I couldn't even get 100 followers, and I casted a lot. I casted all the time.
Yeah.
That's my topic. So, do you want me to get really in depth with it, or?
No, not. That's
or are we just going
fine.
around?
We're just gonna go around.
I can definitely see where you're coming from. You see this a lot. You'll see people who are always at 5 viewers for months, and then you just go what are they doing wrong? And they're not doing anything wrong. They're just not getting spotted or seen or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, pretty much. You can be my point is, you can be a really good caster and not be guaranteed growth.
Yeah, you'll definitely need. It's definitely about knowing people, because being rated by someone and them checking out and bringing viewers that check out your channel is definitely a huge thing. I think hosting helps a lot with this as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, Twitch has become less about what you do at a certain point compared to who you know. It's become from an entertainment site to a social networking site at a certain point. Because we're very personal with each other and personal, and how we handle things nowadays. To where it's hey, if this bigger person, tweets you out or raids your channel or whatever. Like it brings a lot more exposure to your channel. Whether we like it or not, like it's just the way it is nowadays. Is just
I think entertainment's always like this. Entertainment business has always been about like actors, for instance. You can be as good as an actor as you want, but if you don't have a good agent or know other actors or know who to talk to, you're never going to get the job that you want to break through. So I think it's always been like this. It's probably just more apparent now because there are more casters and Twitch is such a much bigger thing. Yeah, and as you say, like in the past, probably because there were so little casters, you would always grow a little. But now you really have to put on a show to get sort of that show growth out there, you know? Like there are some casters that completely explode, but not everyone.
Nope. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like it's gonna, like when people, it's crazy when people come to my cast. They're like, oh man, like you've blown up or you've grown a lot, and it's like, like I have 50 to 70 on average, 100 if I play a specific game. And it's like, that's really not that big compared to others, Like, don't get me wrong, like, I understand. Like, I feel as if I've definitely broken past the grindy part of it. Like, when it's, like, right at the beginning and you're just, like, chatting to yourself. And that's the only person you have to talk to is yourself. And, like, whenever... And, like, this was, like, I remember when I started streaming, there was no follower alert. So if you got to follow, I kept my Gmail up to see if I got to follow. I'm like, oh, I got to follow. Hey, thank you. And then they're not even in chat anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I just said thank you to myself. But yeah, like, like when I started on Twitch, I think this is now I think it's my 3rd year on Twitch. I think, yeah. And it was just BSing. It was just completely like I was just playing games. Like at the time, I was only playing Natural Selection 2. And Star Wars: The Old Republic. I knew nobody was gonna watch me for Star Wars because there was everybody playing it, like everybody. Matter of fact, I think that's what Lyric blew up off of was Star Wars. I think at the time, like, and we started around the same time. And I remember watching him get big, and I'm like, wow, like I guess this actually can be like a career path for people. But for me, it was just like BS. And then like I finally did like the 1-year streaming challenge. Finally got into it, and I'm like, all right, this is how like I met a few people through playing Natural Selection 2, playing that hardcore. Like, and it wasn't really me, it was more me casting. Like I loved casting the game. That's all I did. I finally said, I actually like this. I'm gonna stop working so much on the advertising. That was like my home business, and I'm gonna work more on Twitch. I finally decided to do a 1-year streaming challenge, and then that's when I woke up. I was like, wow, Twitch is a monster. Like this is a whole nother beast. Like to me, this isn't like I didn't know how to approach casters. I didn't know how to say, hey, how do I get more people in here? I just remember just like grinding out Binding of Isaac for like 2 to 3 months, and that's how I got my core audience. And from there, it just like it's always been like that. And I still don't understand how to grow, honestly, to this day, without like playing one game. The only thing that I understand is like finding amazing casters that like you both like each other. Like I call Sammy my yin. Like Sammy's the yin to my yang. Like, I can tell,
so
I'm not even joking. Like legit, I could tell Sammy everything. I can. Like people are like, what? No, but seriously, I can tell Sammy any and everything. And then like the great thing is that I love Sammy's cast, and when I introduced everybody from my community to Sammy's cast, they loved it. And it was just like vice versa. Like Sammy likes my cast, and I see everybody from Sammy's community over by me. Isn't it just, it works, But it's still pretty hard to grow when you think about it, because that's Sammy's sitting around. I think we're sharing like the same number, like 50.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, and then from there, it's like, what is the next step? What do you do?
Yeah, you have to get noticed. I think is the thing. Like getting some spotlight on something can help a lot. Some media attention somewhere, something like that.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like I want to grow, but I want to grow naturally, and I guess that's why I kind of ask people at my same level, or people like I feel like I really like, and that asked to be on the podcast. Like, I kind of feel like I'm cheating a little bit with the podcast. I'm like, I kind of have this networking tool of some, having 3 guests on here. But, like, that's generally how I go about it. Even though that's literally, like, my only stream a week. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I stream, like, maybe one game a week or one time a week because my work schedule right now is absolutely horrible. But regardless, this is what I enjoy. This is what I love. And maybe if I did have a work schedule that allowed me, I would definitely take it up on going full time or doing something more with it, because this is what I love, and I just don't have enough damn time. It sucks, but
Yeah.
But and one of the other things is, like, if I was to, even if you get help from like a big caster one time, and like I feel like there's still that little disconnection, unfortunately. I don't know. Like, do you ever feel like there's a disconnection between like bigger streamers and yourself, or smaller streamers and yourself? I'm just kind of curious, guys, at this point.
I feel like it's a social dynamic, so
Mhm.
it depends on, is like circles forming and stuff, and you sort of get into them or not, and it's all just random and luck, depending on who you talk to. I guess that's what I feel like anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, have you had a like bigger caster you've tried to talk to or try to get into their circle and it just didn't work out, or is?
Well, in that respect, I was pretty lucky because I started as a viewer. Like, I was a viewer on Twitch before I started casting, so I talked to a lot of streamers before I started. And when I did start, to slowly grow, they did like come by and hang out, and since then I have been able to talk to them more and more. So, in that respect, I got a lucky break from the start, I guess. They like the show as well. Makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
That's really interesting. I'll tell you my experience when it comes to like cast. To be honest, when I first started on Twitch, I did not start off as a viewer. Did not. Even like I didn't really care to watch other casters. I just started on Twitch just to have fun. And then like it got to the point where eventually, like, I found myself watching more Twitch than television, because like there was really nothing left on television. So I'm like, all right, I guess let me see what people are playing. And then it got to the point, like, I always found Bind of Isaac to be a super weird game. Just like, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, why are you playing this? Why is your mom trying to kill you with a tampon? What the frig is going on?
Yeah.
And then, you just like keep watching, and then it gets to the point where you're like, all right, now I'm kind of like drawn into this. And that is how I found like Look at My Chicken. Like, and I watched Chicken like every single day. I don't even know why. I just found it interesting because like he just had great conversation. He would just talk about any and everything, and at the same time he had a great community. So I just go in there and even just lurking and reading chat was always cool. And I never really chatted, but I just always was there, just enjoying the cast. And it gradually grew to me expanding to watching more casters. And I think the one caster, like the first caster that I actually watched and he recognized me, was Spamfish. And that was because of Rust. Like, I had a crazy Rust highlight that blew up. And like nice. Summit shouted me out on his cast. I was on Summit's cast. Next thing you know, like, people come watch my stream, and then like Spamfish is playing on my Rust server one day, and I'm like, what the hell is that, Spamfish? but like I didn't want to fanboy, like I didn't want to be like, oh my god, Spamfish, you're on my Rust server. So I just left it alone. Next thing you know, like I went to his stream every single day, and then I go in there one day and he's like, guys, you need to go check out Fit Me, absolutely amazing cast. So I was like, oh.
And then he fanboyed.
Yeah, and then like from there, like I've actually had a few people from his community that like continually stop by, like no matter what. It's always cool,
Yeah, you just hang out with these people and it just sort of happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually started as a I never started as a viewer. I started as a caster as well. Like, I honestly, it was one of those things. It was like, I haven't had a gaming PC for like 2 years, and then I finally got a gaming PC. I was just like, I want to jump on YouTube, which was a bad idea. I'm glad I avoided it. And then I jumped on Twitch when somebody introduced me to that, and I had no idea what a raid was, no idea what anything was. In fact, I talked about this on another stream, and I got the first raid by somebody. It was and it was a small time caster, and they had Piggly Wigglies in chat, and I was like, what the hell is happening in my chat? Because they're like, the Piggly Wigglies are here. I'm like, what the.
Oh my god, it's so
I was just generally confused, and I was like,
oh, I would have loved to see that.
dude, I should have recorded that reaction. I should have kept that reaction somewhere, but I was just, I was just like, what, just dumbfounded. I had no idea, the monster about Twitch. And at first, it's funny because at first I did it because it was fun, and now it's becoming something more to me, where I want to build a community. I want to build, this podcast is for me to make it helpful and easier for new streamers to understand what we go through and how to handle things in situations like that. And so it's kind of I want to build a community, and on top of that, yes, Piggly Wiggly's fucking Artaxian. That was my face right there.
I feel like I'm probably the youngest here. I don't know, as in who started the latest. I don't know when you guys started. I haven't even been here a year yet.
Really?
Wow, really?
Pretty good.
January last year for myself.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I was May last year actually
Oh.
March last year. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're almost the same time then, Jesse. I was May last year as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
So
we're
yeah,
pretty fresh.
Actually, it's a March last year on another account, and then May last year on this account. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Ah, you switched.
I don't.
yeah,
Yeah, the name can already do a lot, I would say.
yeah.
I don't even want to know my time. No.
Don't even know. 3 years.
Well,
You
you
got-
just said
you-
3 years, right? Yeah.
He doesn't even know. He just said 3 years a few minutes
Yeah,
ago.
when people are like, "Oh, I'm celebrating my Twitch anniversary," I'm like, "Twitch anniversary? Ah, yeah, okay." Look, I don't even know my join date. I don't want to know the join date. Let's just say I started yesterday. Okay, just keep it there.
Is that why you're on your break screen for an hour or something? Because it's your first day streaming or something?
Exactly. I don't know how this
Fall
works.
down.
Yep, I don't know how any of this works. Okay, I just stay on that screen and just keep on talking. Like,
Goddamn.
guys, what gameplay? What is that? I don't even know how to open the game yet.
What's the gameplay?
God damn it. Oh man.
That's great.
But let's see if anybody else wants. If Gary or Pip, you want to throw out a topic out there, feel free to. Who wants to go?
Mine kind of sort of ties into the other one. It's how do you feel teams could be improved? Because there's teams on Twitch, right? I'm just
Yes.
gonna be an asshole about this because there are teams on Twitch, and it's a great thing. Teams are also a great sort of way to hang out with people or find cool other people. But the thing is, you can't find people through teams directly. You cannot browse teams. You cannot go to a teams page on Twitch and find teams that have members or whatever. This is not a thing. You have to find them through the broadcaster next to their name, then you can click them, and that's it. Unless they have a panel down below. So what do you think could be improved?
I think it goes to the casters. I mean, you could make the teams more accessible. You could make it easier to find people, but it's ultimately the casters that promote them. So they decide how active they want to be as a part with teams. I think there could be something done on Twitch's side too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I think it mainly goes to the casters.
Yeah, I mean, the casters will always throw out the name of the team they're on, but, you can't constantly say, I'm on this team, so it's,
Like some casters do it really well. Like Indie Army, in my opinion. Because he has hosts on his show all the time. He hosts people, he sends, they have a lot of interaction with their team, is my point. They work very hard at that. Most teams are just like a dog pile. Just like, hey, you want to join my Twitch friend list? No, it's a Twitch team.
Well, I don't know if you've heard of the hidden gems, for instance.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so I'm on the gems, and the difficult thing there is when you come into another gems chat, they always go there's another gem and go check them out and whatever. But I'm for instance with one guy, I'm on 3 teams because we're just friends. And it's like you say, it's like a friends list, but one of them is like a friends list. The other one is like the gems. It's this difficult thing where you can't just keep throwing out these names because it'll just annoy people. I feel like it's like what Jesse was saying. I don't want to just keep bothering people like, hey, go check out this team. Go check out all of them. You know, it's bothersome.
If I was supposed to say one person does it perfectly that I've seen is iCasper. If you ever watched him, he gets his when he says like he has a command and he's like, look, he'll tell his mods main menu, boom, types it in, and he's like, look guys, I promise you, you will not be disappointed by anybody on the main menu, and that's it. Like, and then like when he goes on his break, so pretty much there's the beginning of the hour, the 30-minute, and then the end of the hour, and that's like he just does it. Like, it's basically a 30-minute segment, like boom, 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 and he makes sure he gets it in there because, but then again, like that team, just like your team, actually, Hidden Gems is very like, it's very team oriented. And main menus is the same way, where they want you to make sure you're watching these casters because the goal is to filter viewers from Casper into whoever's up next, and the same shit like apply to your team, obviously. So like, I personally think, I honestly think like if you keep it to like a plug every hour, depending on how long you're on, you know, like, or maybe every 30 minutes, but you don't need. I personally don't like the whole shouting out every single time, like, you know, like exactly. Somebody comes in. I'd rather just like balance. Look, yeah, it is. I'd rather just say, look, here it goes. Here goes the plug. 30 minutes now, 30 minutes later, and just keep it that way. But that's just me. I think that's like a healthy mix.
Yeah.
When it comes to a team.
Let's see. I really can't talk too much on this subject because I'm not really in a team. Like, I have no team that I've been a part of ever. Well, no, I wouldn't say ever. I've been a part of 2 teams actually, and I've been like one team. They actually had like 60 people, and they actually cut back, and that was the CRL team, and they actually cut back to highlight more people. In fact, that's one of the things I was kind of wondering about is, do you feel like there's ever too many people on a team to cover?
Yeah, definitely.
And like it gets a little obnoxious, or like how do you feel about that? Just
like if there's too much people, you just can't find anyone anymore. It's just impossible. So it doesn't mean it. Like, to me, if I go to the team page, it doesn't mean anything anymore because I can't find anyone. So what is this? Why are they even there? It's like a friends list, like you know, it's like a Facebook friends list page. It's like 700 people. I don't care who's on there. I'm not gonna find anyone. Why would I even bother? So then at that point, it's way too much.
Yeah, and well, like another thing is like they had 60 people, and then they cut back to 20 people. Like how like, and they mass messaged a message saying, hey, we can no longer, you know, we're cutting back the team, and this is why you didn't make it. You weren't like about like, I don't know, a certain qualification to make it, and it was just, it felt like a whole automated thing. Like, do you think that was like an improper way to handle it, or how do you feel like about them cutting out somebody out of the team, or cutting out, or massively cutting?
I think you should do that if it's not working out, but you can be a little bit more tactful about it than sending them an automated email.
Yeah, pretty much is what it felt like. Yeah, it was pretty bad. My experience personally with teams, not good luck. My second experience is that I had somebody who had a dog pile friends list or whatever, and I was really annoyed that they didn't do anything together, and that really bothered me. And I was like, I really want to be a part of a community, and know what, like, and I asked them, I was like, hey, do you guys do anything together? They're like, no. that was the only response. I was like, really? Like it was. Eventually, he disbanded the team, and I was like, huh, thank God, because like you guys didn't do anything together. I felt like I barely knew anybody. I met some cool people from there, like Samson ID on the Wall of Fire, but it's like, I didn't know anybody else, and it was just a dog pile, I guess, like you said. But like, do you think there's? I mean, so. What do you think, like, is like a good number for a team, like, or until it gets like too excessive? Just curious, throw a number out there. I don't know, because like I feel like there's really large teams and then there's really small, tight knit teams too.
I think everyone's gonna agree. One page. When you click the team, you want to see everyone's name.
Preferably, yeah.
You don't want to have to search through it.
Yeah.
Or at least that that if multiple people are live, they'll fit on the same page. Not that you have like 2 pages of people being live.
I
That's
like it.
also-
I don't even know. Like, I think my healthy mix is exactly what I see from Gold Glove, his team. Like, he has pretty much, I guess it's like they're all YouTubers, but I'm not joking. Like, when one goes offline, another comes online, and it just like it keeps going, like it flows, and like I think, and this is me looking at it from a business aspect. It makes sense because when I'm off, like let's say I'm on a team with Sammy, if I go off and I know Sammy's coming on, then I'm sending everybody to Sammy. Then when Sammy goes off, Sammy sends it to Synthetic, Samsonite, whoever's up next, you know, and we just keep it going, and it just like there's like a trickle effect, you know, like it just, and it keeps going, and obviously like people are going to start dropping out of that loop, but you get them to see the other person on the team. So even if it's like 2 pages, to me, as long as it's 2 pages of actually like being organized and not just like a page of everybody online at once, to me it's like, all right, what's the point of being on a team if the reality is I'm just on a team but nobody's actually going to be able to watch me while, like, because you're on, you know, like it doesn't work. To me it's like, you know, like we call it just like backwards hustling, like you're not accomplishing anything, and that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Like I don't want to ever be on a team where that's like what's happening. Like I'm on 2 teams right now, but like there's a difference. Like those are good friends to me, and I do another one, like I'm on Rise Up for charity, and just like to just overall like help finally do something with streaming that like I couldn't do before. So
okay, and one more question is, like, how much do you think, like, because I know some teams, they actually form a Skype group or something, some other form of communications, and how much do you think they should talk to each other off the stream, offline? And, well, not offline, obviously, that would be impossible, but off the stream, you know, like by Skype or TeamSpeak or some other form of means, like, because, like, I feel like, you know, teams that don't, it shows that they have not talked to each other forever, and they don't really associate with each other, and they don't really promote their own team. They're just like a part of it just to be a part of it, you know. And
I would definitely recommend making a Skype group, and especially if you have a team that's big enough, it will always be alive because there's always someone saying something and someone replying, and so that it will always keep going, and that's great because you can jump in at any time and you keep the conversations between the people going and stuff. It's fantastic. I really enjoy that myself. I think it's almost necessary, I'd say.
In my opinion, in a perfect team, everybody would be communicating with each other all the time. And you'd be coordinated. It's like FitMe, right? Every time I stop my cast and I see FitMe streaming, I'm gonna raid FitMe. And I know everyone starts to be like, Sammy, why are we raiding FitMe again? Didn't we raid FitMe yesterday and like the day before that? But I'm gonna raid FitMe because, you know, I want to promote him. I genuinely want to see his stream grow. I kind of have like the same opinion that FitMe has with like the trickle effect. I just think that what people don't want to admit is that running a really good team is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I don't know shit.
Just the logistics is crazy. Like, just getting everybody together in a meeting, for instance, is impossible. It's almost impossible. Playing a game with everyone together is nigh impossible. Just playing a game together with like 3 or 4 members, that's pretty doable. But anything above that, just the schedules start to clash and people won't show up and people get sick and etc. 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 It's just crazy. Logistics are insane in this kind of stuff. So yeah. Oh god, what is
Oh my
happening
god,
right
we
now?
got a raid, guys!
oh my god.
Even the broadcast is raiding us.
No.
Oh man.
Fit
No,
fappers.
To the right fit.
oh, no problem. thank you, Fit Fappers for coming.
That's great.
God damn it.
Holy shit.
God. Oh wow.
Holy shit.
Thanks for the raid, Pip. Guys, go. I don't even know how that started, but okay.
This sort of happened.
But no, like, yeah. So I guess that's a. Oh, well, sorry. Did you have something to say, Pip?
I was gonna say I saw something that Synthetic said earlier, that overall Twitch needs to put more value on just like the whole team. Like there's
Yeah.
the thing is that like
Right.
when you just see like a word and it's just like a little like look at it. I'm looking at it like I see Retroactive J playing game and talk show, and then you just see like let's say there was a team there. You're not gonna click. You're really not. You're just kind of like okay.
Yeah.
Whereas
this
like
is why I made a channel panel.
mhm. But yeah, and there goes the thing. Sometimes it's like what I want them to do is you see where like the follow button is. I think it needs to be somewhere right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I really
because
do.
Emo was also out of the eye, and if it's not in somebody's direct line of sight, they're just gonna miss it or not want to click it. If it's
Exactly.
effort like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know one time, like, didn't Twitch have, like, you could follow everybody on this team, but apparently there was a glitch to where if you follow, like, if you hit that follow button on everybody's team, you would unfollow anybody who was already following from that team, so that's why they took it out of laziness, so, but, you know, at a certain point, it's like, you know, Twitch puts the team to like the ability to do teams and whatnot, but it's up to the casters and the you know community behind the team to kind of make that important or as irrelevant as Twitch makes it out to be. Apparently, because like I said, like I had no desire to plug a team that I was just dogpiled on, and it was just like, hey, I got invited to the team, but we do nothing together. Like, what was the point? Okay, I'm on a Wheel of Fire, yay. Like, not to sound like a dick or anything, but it was just like, I was personally confused, and I was like, I was perfectly okay with it just being that, but again, I haven't found a team that I really enjoyed, you know, and want to be a part of yet.
For me, the thing is, as long as the team is a function, it's good. Like, if it is just a sort of a list team where you just have darkpile everyone in and people can find you that way, that's great. But if that has to be the function of the team then, or if the function of the team is these are people I love hanging out with and we cast together, then that's the function of the team. But some teams are like, we have no function, we just sort of made a team, you know? And
Yeah.
then it sort of sags very quickly.
Yep, because of people like me, like, well, that's dumb, but I guess I'm a part of it, like, you know? And, you know, I was just like, it's one of those things. It's like, everybody's going to do their own thing and have their own interpretation of a team. But, yeah, it's definitely a team with a goal. Like, or, like, do you feel like they should have a goal or a community mindset of some sort? Is what I'm hearing from
just
everybody.
anything.
Just anything. Because I know
And
there's...
anything that...
Sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
I know there's a team called that's I forget what the team's name is, but they're all from Australia and New Zealand, and their whole goal is to prove that people with crappy internet can have great streams too, and get Twitch to do a Twitch server out there too. So
That's perfect. Yeah, I think literally anything. It's something like that is perfect. Just have something that binds them together, not just like we're friends, so you know. But because you think these are all awesome people or whatever, you know, that's always a good reason for starters.
I mean, look, I honestly think if you have a theme, the better off you are, right? Like, and that's in everything. Like, whether it be your cast, your team, it at least it kind of keeps you like it keeps you focused. Like, all right, this is who I'm working with, and I understand this is our goals. So now. Like, if you're on a team that's all about charity driving, then that's what you're going to do. You're going to push hard for charities, right? And every second day, you're actually, like, working with your teammates about trying to find new charities to help, like, promote gaming, whatever you want to do, you know? But I just think I think a theme helps a lot. But sometimes you don't need it. And it's like I said, like, if you use a trickle down, sometimes those guys just don't really need any theme.
Well,
They're just
you have the Wigglers and the Wobblers. I don't know if you know those two teams.
I've never heard of them.
I've heard of the Wobblers, but I haven't heard of the Wigglers.
Oh my!
They're basically the same thing, but one has one group of members and the other has another group of members. I don't know exactly what distinguishes them. I just know that there's two different groups of people on them, but they all interact like among the teams. But they don't have, I feel they don't have an explicit function. They just are friends, and they're on a team together because they like hanging out with each other. And, you know, they do the trickle down thing that you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's more if like they're communicating with each other. But like, you know, I had somebody who doesn't really communicate with me add me onto his team with all of his other friends who we really do even communicate with, and it just became a problem. Like, from what I can tell, the Wobblers communicate some form outside, whereas like, you know,
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
Not saying they're organized or anything, but like they definitely have some form of community and understanding of one another. Whereas me, I never got to know anybody else on my team. Period. Like, and never introduced or anything.
That's no good.
I think one thing that hasn't been mentioned is that the larger teams can be clusterfucks because they have enough exposure to spread. Because that's kind of what it comes down to when you have a smaller team that is a cluster, of just random people, right? There's not much exposure.
Oh.
Like Hammer Squad or like Team 2G or whatever. Like those are names you recognize.
Yeah,
Never heard of them, actually.
So they don't have to try, really, is my point.
You're right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, once you grow past a certain point, you can just do whatever, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, question. This is take this as you will, but how do you feel about team about like they have like a certain demographic, like, oh, hey, these are the best beards on Twitch, or hey, these are the hottest female gamers on Twitch. I'm gonna step out and let you answer this.
Is there? I mean, look, I feel as if there's like to be a great caster, you have to have a certain level of confidence. You have to, right? If somebody says, if somebody says like, look, you have the, like this is what your team is about. Oh, we all have the best beards ever. Then damn it, that is what you're gonna own up to. All right?
Yeah.
We have the best beards. Like, look, if I know I have a horrible beard, but you know what? Right now, I'm on team #1 beard. I don't give a fuck. All right? All you guys suck. None of your beards are as epic as mine. All right? And go follow everybody on my team right now, okay? Because their beards are freaking epic. You know, shame on your father for not getting you a beard like mine.
Yeah, Dad, shave your beard.
And that's what you have to do, though. Like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with just owning up to something. Like, if that's what you have to own it, though. That's all I know. Own it. Take it and run with it.
My mustache doesn't even connect to its beard.
I like that answer. Like, we're good.
Don't blame my genetics, man.
I'm sorry, guys.
I like this question in the chat. If you want to be a team, what happens if you shave it off?
You're getting booted, obviously.
It's still the greatest beard, okay? It's just lying in the trash can.
You have to keep it. The deal is you have to keep it. Like, you glue it on some cardboard. And
Keep it in a little baggie.
So you can show it, like, I still have it, and then you put it back.
God damn it. I'm done. Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely.
Team back. Oh my god, that'd be gross. Please. Let's see.
How do you do that?
You got a topic for us this evening? You want to throw out there?
You know, synthetic made me think like the whole team thing, like saying how Twitch needs to actually put more emphasis on it. Now that actually now instead of my topic that I originally had, I actually want to bring up the follow button.
Sure.
I think the follow button needs a lot more value, in my opinion. I think the follow button is 100% like just bad. I don't think it was thought out. Yeah, the current system of it is just, to me, it's just horrible. Like, I just feel as if people hit the follow button, but there's really like, like whenever you sub to somebody on YouTube, now they're on your front page of YouTube. Like you're sub to them. So now it's like you go there and you're like, oh, well, they got a video. It might be a game I like. It might not be a game I like, or whatever you're sub to on for that person. Like you might look at the content. For me, I feel as if the following button just does not have anything, no value at all.
Like,
and I wish Twitch would change that.
You could have a personalized front page, you mean? Like where it picks certain people that you follow anyway, or something like that.
Yeah.
For instance.
Yeah, because like, all right, let's say that I go to, because right now I'm looking over at my following and I have 30 people online. Now I don't even want to click it. I'm not even joking. I don't want to click it anymore. Now, because I know there's 30 people for me to have to choose from. So now I'm like, get it. I don't want to go over there. So what am I going to do? Now I'm just going to go to the front page of Twitch and just look at whoever's at the top, because now I feel like I have to choose between all these different people. I I feel as if like there needs to be something needs to change with the following button. I would love to hear your opinions.
It would be great if that's actually an excellent point. What if instead of the regular front page, you had an extra area up top, so everything else moved down, where you just have your followers, and there's 2 or 3 or maybe 4 of them there that you pick from, like that you can pick from right away, so you don't even have to go to your following page.
Yeah.
I think it would be great. That's a great idea.
Yeah, your follow, like, that is actually a really good idea. Like, as soon as it's like Twitch doesn't understand, like, you follow these people because you care about them, and you need to be able to access them much quicker and much easier. And then whereas follow button, it's like, I don't know, I feel like a follow means really nothing, and it's free, and that's what everybody says, but it's, I don't know, they're like, I'm not good with the technical aspects, and I'm trying to imagine it kind of like YouTube, mind you, and my imagination's horrible because I don't really go on YouTube anymore because I hate YouTube, but that's a long story short. But
I think they could add a favorite button, like next to the follow button. Like maybe that'll be a BTTV thing or something sometimes. So you have like, I'm following 200 people. I don't watch all of them, but
same here.
like maybe you could add like a favorite button, and then when you go to the front page, you'd see like your favorites up there. I mean, you probably wouldn't have too many favorites.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
I'd be very picky with that.
exactly because the thing is, like, even like I know Jesse, you're not really on YouTube, but I'm not sure if like Gary, are you on YouTube? Do you go there?
I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right, and Sammy, I'm not sure if you're really into YouTube.
Eh.
Okay, so well, I guess Gary would understand me most out of everybody here. You know, when you go to your YouTube, you're careful on who you sub to because you don't want your just be a cluster of just new videos just across you. Like as soon as you go to YouTube, like you definitely want to just kind of like keep it toned down. And I think if there was like a favorite or more or just held even just like make sure like whoever you follow is always gonna pop on your front page, I think people would be a little bit more like, you know what, let me see if I really want to follow this person. Because now like people look at my follow number and they're like, why don't you have more viewers? And it's like, dude, because I'm a variety caster. This is what happens. You play a game, they like you for that game, and then from there they might not come back. Some people like the personality and they'll just watch whatever game. But there's just like, it's just the numbers don't really add up. Whereas like with YouTube, you kind of see it. It's like, all right, this guy has 500,000 subs, and it adds up. Like you understand it. It's like the metric makes sense to a business too. Whereas followers don't make sense to any business. Twitch followers don't. They're like, who cares if you have
maybe if you're a speedrunner or you've always played the same game, but not if you're a variety caster.
I'm not sure, like, like even if they don't do the whole front page idea or anything like that, but like I feel like there should be a better way to organize your follows, like, maybe not favorite system, but like maybe, hey, these are the latest people I followed, or these are the latest people I said I was going to check out or something, or that way, when somebody unfollows or follows, they can keep their favorite person at the top or something like that, or organize it by game or something. But right now it's just follows, like all 30 people are online, and then you lose track of all of them. Like I said, like Sammy said, I got 200 people I follow personally myself, and then I lose track of all of them. I can't watch all of them.
I think the benefit of the favorite system would be you can go to your following tab, and at the top, like you could put like a little border around it or something like that, and be like, oh, that has a gray border. That's one of my favorites. Do I not see any of these borders? My favorites aren't online. Now I can sort through my following. Because I don't know about you, but I have certain people that I really want to watch, and then there's people that are like, I could watch them. Because for the most part, the follow button doesn't really mean much more than like, I might like this cast. Maybe I'll come back.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you go to your followers page, it'll order them by view count, which also doesn't make any sense for me because that does not determine who I want to watch the most.
Right? Yeah, it's not sorting it by who you want to watch the most.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool that this person has the most viewers, but you're at the top, and I'm probably gonna watch someone further down below. So I'd rather have that one at the top instead of this guy. I mean, he's cool and everything, but I want to watch this because I watch this. It's just that simple. Yeah, definitely. Something like that would be great.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely. I just would love to see some things change. I guess that's all. With the
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard for people to grow on Twitch when viewer count is all what it's all about, but then they have no other way to organize people other than viewer count. Let's talk about we're talking about organizing followers. Do you think there's anything they could do with their browsing system, like as far as organizing that aside from, because just to. This is kind of sort of off topic a little bit, but there's sites like Twinge that just came up where they do a review and rating system, and then the people who got the most reviews. I actually saw this on Gary Faceman's BitRant, and they were talking about you can do a review of people and you can judge people like based on skill, interaction, and things like that, and they'll be able to be more visible if they got more reviews or if they got good reviews and things like that. So, like, do you think Twitch should implement something like that in order to find people easier? Or do you think, because it's also hard to say because that system can be abused as well. So it's like,
yeah, I'll tell you right now. Oh,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead,
for
Gary.
it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say, to be fair, if they did anything more than they have now, it would already sort of be an improvement as long as it's thought out, because right now the only thing that it orders on is viewer count or whether you're following this person.
yeah. Like, I think that's the biggest problem I have, is everything is based off, oh, this person has the most views, so they're going to appear at the top. And then the smaller casters have harder time growing because of that, whereas, they probably are a great caster, we just haven't discovered them yet,
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen lots of people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, if I was supposed to, I don't know. I wouldn't want a system like that because I come from advertising. I'll tell you right now, if somebody wants to abuse the hell out of a system, you leave it to a black hat hacker.
Tear it apart.
They will destroy Twitch. And I'm telling you, you're gonna see casters that you're like, who the hell is this guy? And why is he on the front page right now? And you're like, what just happened? You thought view bots were bad. Wait until they add like a like button that you can just get like proxies for, and it's just non-stop until he's on the front page everywhere. I'm just like, well, guess we're not getting rid of him. Just like, and that system will get wrecked. We don't want that.
Yeah, it needs to be well thought out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you right now, because the black hat hackers they'll have a field day.
Well, what about like a simple thumbs up or thumbs down? And also, what about the white hackers?
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes, please. Hashtag no racism. Okay.
I'm just saying. I went there. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. This happens every day on my cast.
Yeah.
Sammy, please.
That's racist.
Let's see. No, but in all seriousness, like, what about like? There's also top streamers, which is all based on thumbs up and thumbs downs. Fuck you guys. I'm not racist. That was a joke. Jesus. But like, there's a thumbs up, thumbs down system, and do you feel like Twitch could benefit from anything like that, or do you feel like it'll be really abused on there?
I mean, it already gets there.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it. Sorry.
I was just going to say, do you mean that, would that go into like sorting options, like sort by most like streams? Are you suggesting that?
This is what it sounds like, and I feel like it already gets abused in that way right now. Like, I feel if you go to top streamers, there's already casters there. They get boosted up because they buy a bunch of proxies, like it's being said. And
I'm just saying, like, every cast would be like, okay, guys, if you like the cast, follow, like, favorite, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter.
No, man, it would be every.
Soon you're spending like a minute to plug your.
Is it like, bad that I don't do any of that? I'm just like, nah, follow if you want to. Like, I don't even think I even say that. I'm just like, bye guys, deuces.
I only say it at the end of my cast.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking. Like when people follow me, I'm like, what the hell? Why are you following? What are you doing? Like,
run while you can.
Have you lost your mind? Like, are you watching this cast right now?
What are you doing?
I know he's on the donation screen for like 5 minutes or 30 minutes, an hour actually. I lied.
No, but if they were supposed to do something like a like button, honestly, I can see it. I can see like if a caster hated me, I could just see them like sending all their viewers to just dislike my page. Just
Yeah,
That's a valid
one
point.
thing. So
I hate-
easy already.
yeah, I hate that Fip guy. Get rid of him right now, guys. Like destroy him. And you're just like gone, dude. It would be like Google just dropping you off the front page when you've been there for 10 years. Like what
Yep.
what happened to my whole business? It's just gone. That's exactly what would happen to you as a caster. Please. Don't do it. Twitch, if you're listening, don't do that.
Yeah, no, that's not a good idea. Yeah, just that's why I think also that these external sites have this kind of stuff, but why it's not on Twitch, because it's not. You can't protect from that. You can throw as many layers of security on there as you want, but it's never going to stop people from abusing the system. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like this discussion can go, like this can keep going. There's tons of things that you look at and you're just like, what can Twitch really change? In my opinion, like to answer your original question, what I think they could change is either add and I guess SEO dynamic can't work, but more of like a actual ad revenue system to the website where casters pay to be shown as an ad. I honestly think that would work.
yeah, that could work definitely. I mean, a lot of websites already use that, and that works for them. So why wouldn't it work for Twitch?
Yeah, like to me, it would be great if I'm able to advertise my channel for a Twitch ad. Why not? Or why can't I pay for myself to be on the front page? I mean, like I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, it's gonna get abused even more. But no, the thing is that like if you choose the right time slot, everything, then it should actually work out in your favor because there's a lot of people not casting at night. You know?
This is already a thing, right? You know, people already do this. People
Yeah, but
already
then
call
yeah, it
out.
seems like it would be like, I don't know, like buying viewers at a certain point, and you know, hey, whoever has the most money on Twitch would be able to buy viewers, like, you know,
all
by
right.
advertising on
I
Twitch.
just want to say, I think that the whole idea of talking about sorting and all that kind of bypasses the truth that we're actually really lucky. You can say whatever you want to say, but the system is not biased. The people that have those really large view counts, they worked to get their cast there, and that's why they're up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm above other people now. I'm not like number one, like, oh, go watch Sammy stream. But like, you know, I have a certain place, and I get more exposure now than when I started.
But I think it's also important to mention that people already do this. People already pay other things to go and say, put their face on something. So it wouldn't really change much, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I kind of see what Sammy's saying, that it is just completely unbiased and as biased, you know, as it can be right now. And at that point, you know, it is a good system as is, but like, you know, I see what you guys are saying. Like, you know, maybe there'd be another way to organize it as well.
All right, look, I agree with Sammy. I do agree that like a lot of these casters are there because they've grinded, like they've put in a lot of work. Some of them not as much. Like there's a lot of casters lately that have just like popped up out of nowhere. Like, and I don't know where they came from. Some of these guys are like partnered, sub everything 6 months and 300 viewers, and I don't know when it happened. I don't know how it happened, and it's just like, okay, congratulations to them. Like, and I wish I knew like what exactly happened. And it's not that like it's not even that I'm envious. It's just like I would just love to know what was your recipe for that in 6 months. That's what I would love to hear. Like, how did you do it? Because like I understand Summit's been at this for a while, you know. I understand Lyric's been at this for a very long time. Dan's gaming, man versus game, but it's just like the guys that are just getting into it. And I feel like, you know, like Sammy's been doing this for a while, and I keep saying it every day. Like, Sammy's my favorite caster. I think Sammy puts on one of the best shows on Twitch. I don't understand why Sammy's not bigger. I honestly don't get it anymore. So then it's just like, what can Sammy do different? That's what I would love to know.
I don't think you necessarily need to do anything different.
Or,
I might just be speaking for myself, but I kind of like the grind. Like, I don't feel like I need to have like a million. I don't feel like I need to have a million people in my channel all at once. You know what I mean?
Oh, no,
You know, it's okay. This is not like a fucking fast. Okay, I'm sorry I cussed. This is not like a fast food restaurant where you try to get in as many people as you can. I like meeting like a few different people a day and getting to know them and welcome them into the cast, because I'm focused more on community than just like getting super big.
Oh, no, and I respect that, Sammy. Trust me, because even myself, like, it got to the point where, like, if I played Rust, I would have 600 to 1,000 viewers. I didn't know anybody in there. Like, I only knew the people that were there from like day one.
I'm not saying that's bad either, by the way.
No.
If you want to have a larger cast like that and you don't want it to be like a huge community thing, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I love your cast because it is a community cast.
Yeah, like, I'm very community driven.
My cast sucks. Don't follow me.
But
Just don't.
I just feel like having your name put out there doesn't mean that you can't have a community. I mean, there are definitely casters there who sort of exploded and they don't have this community feeling because they exploded, because they went too fast, so to speak. And if you do build up slowly, you do sort of get a connection with people, and you do build up an actual community with people. And that's how I prefer it myself. But I mean, you can have parts of both. You can. I know a caster that sort of exploded because he got like mega plugged by certain casters, and he still has a community because he just worked very hard at maintaining that, and he just chucked everyone out that he didn't like. So you can do it. You just have to be really careful, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think this whole thing, what you were talking about, how it's hard to grow and stuff, also comes back to the first thing we were saying, like, where it's pretty important, like, who you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if a very big caster goes on you guys, do you know Excessive Profanity, for instance?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's this one I started watching like Twitch with, and he at one point he got a massive plug from Man, and I think that definitely helped him a lot, but that was just because he was always hanging out with Man, and Man liked his cast and everything. So it is definitely part of who you know, but not in a bad way. It's just a social thing. Twitch is a very social thing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's gotten away from the what you do, what you provide at a certain point compared to who you know, and it's I guess it's not a bad thing, but it's just a thing that was bound to happen, and it happens in entertainment industry, like Gary said as well.
It's the entertainment industry. Yeah, it's just the entertainment industry. It's just a different beast.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I'll say one thing. I do respect what Sammy said, and I wish like more people that get into Twitch would understand that it's a grind, no matter what. Like, whether you get it overnight or not, it's still going to be a grind even after you get it. Like you have to keep the viewers. Like
partnership is just the beginning.
Yeah, it's just the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there is like it's the sub. Once you get partnership, sub button, then you have to. How are you going to keep growing? How do you get the viewer to sub ratio? Like it's always just like keep going and going and going. What I wish people would actually say is that it is a grind, and I appreciate that Sammy said that, because it's just like that's what it's always been. But it's been a fun grind. Yeah, like I enjoy casting most days. The days that I'm not enjoying casting, you're gonna see it in my face. Like, I'm just like, look guys, I'm out of here. Like, you're gonna get 1 hour of me just like pissed off right now. Bye.
That's what I was told before I started. They said, like, you have to have fun. If you're not having fun, probably call it for the day, come back the next day, just because you're not going to be able to keep it up if you're not passionate about it. You're gonna burn out in like 3 months time, and you're gonna stop, and you're never gonna come back because it's just not for you. Then you have to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, what makes you guys want to do the grind, and how to keep from burning out or anything like that? Just I'm assuming you guys have enough experience with the grind. I've personally been burnt out before and dropped it for like a month and was just like, look, I need to take a step back, rethink things, rebuild my community, because and just things like that, so.
But it depends on your priorities,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I said in my first 3 months I only got like 100 followers, after that, I got a bit lucky. I did some League of Legends giveaways, and I got like 2,500 followers from giveaways in about a week, which
pretty
I
great.
was not ready for, because I went from like having like 1 or 2 viewers to having like 50 all the time. And so I just started playing League all the time, and I got really burnt out on it, and I stopped streaming for about a month.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just because I'm passionate about doing it. I love doing it. It's what I look forward to doing when I wake up and when I go to bed. So that's how I keep going. And because I have a great community who supports me, when I have a shit day, they cheer me up, and they also tell me to, fucking, maybe leave it for the rest of the night, etc. They just, that's what keeps me going.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's always great. Like when the community that actually, when they see it and they're just like, yeah, you can tell you're not feeling it. Just not today. Like it's good. It's good to actually have people that can be honest with you. And and it's great when you can just like sit there and accept it for what it is. And you know what, you're right, guys. But like I've gotten burned out like 2 times, and it was because like I got burnt out because I was pissed at Twitch. Nothing about my community, nothing like that. It was just like, you know what? First time was, which one came out first? Now I have to remember. I think Starbound came out first before Rust. I'm not sure, but I did Starbound, and I got up to like my peak was 700 viewers every night. It was unbelievable. Like I don't even understand how it happened. And I was like, all right, I like it. I applied for partnership. They said nope. I said, okay, doesn't really make any sense to me. And I mean, like, and the thing was that like I had big casters talking about me. I had small casters coming in constantly. I didn't understand what exactly did they want from me. That pissed me off. So I was like, all right, I'm stepping away from Twitch. Come back again. I get on. I find Rust. I start and I fell in love with Rust. It got to the point where we got a server. The whole community's playing on it. Like that's how that's why my stream to this day, as much as I try to step away from it, there's a thing, it's called a ratchet. That is just like, it's ignorance to the next level. We used to have people, I used to like hold people up and tell them that you're gonna twerk for me right now, and if you don't twerk, I'm shooting you dead in the head. Like that's, and people used to love it. Like they used to just come to the cast and like, yes, I want to see this, and they would love it. And I used to get 500 to 1,000. Applied for partnership, got denied. I was like, I'm burnt out again. Don't want to deal with Twitch. After that, from there, I came back and I was like, you know what? Forget partnership, forget the sub button. You know what? The only reason I really stream is because it's relaxing. I enjoy the community that I built, and even after I took like the whole summer off, I came back. Everybody came back as if like I never left. Like at least the core community, like I never left. I was like, you know what? This is why I really do it. This is why I love Twitch.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Let's see. Evil Bunny actually brought up an excellent point in chat. How do you feel about how important your mod team is to adding into your community? And they're basically the backbone of your channel, is the way I look at it. In fact, I might even need to reconsider my own mod team. As of lately, though, I've been kind of all over the place, only doing the podcast and then doing gameplay whenever I can, just sporadically. But, so what's your guys' experience about like a mod being able to promote or help a community or even hurt a community as well? Because I feel like I've had a little bit of both as well, but nothing too extreme.
Definitely. Like they can definitely give the chat a sort of a boost in conversation. For instance, by cutting out annoying people. This always sounds weird, but if you remove someone, it can actually be beneficial as well, because people will respond to the fact that you remove the bad eggs in a positive way usually, because they realize, oh, you don't get away with being an asshole in here. Okay, I'll probably stop it and be a nice, genuine person instead, which is great. So I think good mods is, definitely required for any channel. If you don't have good mods, you're going to have this shitstorm of a chat. If you're okay with that, that's fine. But I personally want a chat that is like alive, it has a thing going on. So, you need good mods for that. Definitely. They're the lifeblood of the channel. Like among the little lurkers and the regulars and everything. They're just part of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, I can go on and on about mods. You don't want to hear me start this. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
I do want to hear you
My mouth shut.
go.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you. I got into streaming. There was Flaff and Buttered. Flaff is still with me to this day. Butter's still with me, but Buttered had to move on. But I had the IRC program, MRC running, and this is how I found Butter Toast. Like I was streaming Isaac when Lethal Frag was on. Butter Toast didn't want to watch Lethal Frag that night. She magically pops into my room. I have no webcam set up yet. I have like the worst mic quality. You can hear the static. That's how bad it was. I just got into streaming. And she just comes in and I call her out. I was like, hey, Butter Toast, hope you're having a good night. And she's like, how do you know I'm here? So she doesn't know I'm black or anything. So I'm like, oh, it's black magic. But it's just like, that's my joke. Like to this day, every now and then I'm like, it's black magic. And then she's like, okay, you got me with that line. And she followed. Buttered, as soon as I started my 1 year challenge, Buttered never missed 1 day of my 1 year shooting challenge. Not 1 day. She supported me all the way through. Everybody in my community loved Buttered. Still loves Buttered. People come in till this day and they're like, where's Butter Toast? My chat always stayed positive because of her. There was never if let's say I'm getting really wrapped up into the game, and that happens like as a caster. Sometimes you're no longer looking at chat. You're just like, forget it. You just want to just like complete this task. You're really into it. You have that mod that just like keeps talking for you. It is amazing. It's like the best thing possible because then everybody still feels as if like they're involved in the cast, and you don't, and like your commentary doesn't need to be top notch at that moment. Nothing matters anymore. It's just you and a great mod. That is so hard to come by. Then don't get me wrong, like I have good mods now, but it took me a while to replace Butter. Like thank goodness now I have like Alyssa. Alyssa's super active in chat. I just got Urban for my morning cast. Lone is always there, and now like I have Timid. But like it's hard. It's really hard to find that mod. Trust
Definitely.
me. Like, and you have to like, and I swear I almost want to stop casting. When Butter said that, like she had to start working and got the boyfriend and everything, I was like, oh God, I'm done. Guys, my casting never gonna be the same.
Yeah, it changes everything. The whole flow of the chat changes completely from day to day. It's insane, like how much impact they have. But you even notice it. I have some mods that can't always be there. So the days that they are there, you definitely notice that the chat is completely different on those days. And I'm just amazed at how much impact like everything has. There is so much cogs and movers and everything going on. It's impressive.
Yeah, one of my things is that right now I'm like I have a really inconsistent mod basis because I have a really inconsistent channel, so I don't think that's fair for them, and it's not fair for my viewers. Like until I can sort something out with my work schedule, hopefully soon. But it's like one of those things is like I don't have a set schedule, so it's like I can't expect anybody to ever be there, and it is what it is. But I do enjoy what I do, and I do enjoy my cast whenever I do. But it's just like, I could see what you mean about like having a mod be able to help and interact with chat and build a community with you, and I like even just something simple as like even viewers, active viewers, just being able to say hi to everybody. It's just really like, hey, this person in the chat, and a warm welcome, like a fond farewell, just things like that. Like just being able to have people who say hi and bye and care about each other. Even just to say hi and bye. Just a nice gesture like that. Goes a long way.
Yeah, like the first moment you go live and someone is already there and saying hello, that's fucking great. That's magical. Like when I go live and I hit the broadcast button and I send out the Steam alert and people come in and they say hello, how are you? I go like, fuck, I'm so happy that you guys are here, because it's so much nicer when there's people in there just to talk to right away, and
definitely
it's great. Gets my day started really nicely, because I start almost like I get up, I do groceries, and I start, so it's great.
What I will say is that a good mod can make an enormous difference in the channel, not just for the quality of the chat, but for my own personal enjoyment. Like
Oh, yeah.
if somebody comes in a chat and they're like trolling my mods, are the best. Like they're the greatest. You're gonna get bloody wrecked. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little excited.
Oh,
There's a
boy.
couple of my mods here
I
in
should
chat.
have modded her.
No, but they, like, I don't know. I mean, my mods personally do so much to help me, and I know I don't get to thank them as much as I should. Like, good mods will work extremely hard for pretty much nothing.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much else you can say. I mean, mods can obviously, like, bad mods can cause a lot of problems, but good mods can be a huge positive influence.
Or it's funny because like I'm like kind of the weird opposite. I'm like, I don't want my mods to ban anybody. I'll take care of the trash myself. I don't know. So maybe I'm doing it wrong. Is that what I'm hearing here? Or
You learn Grasshopper.
yeah, I'll learn Grasshopper that I can't take care of it myself, or I'll be like, hey mods, can you get rid of that guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying though, I feel a lot comfortable when I'm able to take care of my own situations and my own problems, and I think it means a lot more whenever the broadcaster themselves escorting them. But that's just how I run my channel, because
That's,
I have
that's true,
I have a bunch of regulars who can be trolly little fucks to me. Though I really enjoy them.
that's true, but
may not
as
say
you
it.
grow, like I did notice a lot, like that when I started growing more and more people came into the chat, I sort of had to let go of policing the chat myself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to really learn to stop doing it and just trust the mods and let them handle it, because it just improves everything so much. Like I don't do any of that anymore, well, barely, and it's just they do all of that. They monitor the chat, they watch the people that are in there, the behavior of the people, the correct people who are being, you know, a certain way, like spoiling or backseating or whatever. It's fantastic. It helps me so much, and I used to do it all myself, but not anymore. Like there are some mods out there that are just famous for being mods. Like you probably all over the good
Evil
go
Bunny.
Well, if you hang around in around Elegy's chat and those people that he hangs out with, I don't know if you know Elegy of Games. He has a mod called Godot. Godot was here, and Godot is like, he is like, for me personally, he's like the uber mod. If he's in my channel and he's modding my channel, I know that I'm safe from every little shitty thing that could possibly happen, and I appreciate it so much. It's magical. It's awesome. So, yeah.
Alright, so guys, I think we're gonna actually take a quick break, but before we do, guys, if you guys got a caster you would like to recommend and plug, and just basically give us a rundown of who they are, what they're about, why we should watch their cast, and why we should go check them out, and drop a couple of links in the chat, that would be awesome. And who wants to take off first?
I'll go first.
You'll go first.
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
Can I go?
It's all you.
All right, listen up, chat. I think a lot of you people know exactly where this is going. There are there are people in this call that know where this is going. His name is Young Denzel. Okay, I have to plug this man, and I know that sounds wrong, but it's so right. You need to follow his cast. He is an amazing caster. He's got a really rich, silky voice. It's lovely to listen to. And he is currently aiming for 0% gameplay. He's getting really close. He's gonna make it, okay, guys? He's gonna make it with your support, okay? You have to follow Fit Me. Can I use echo effects, please?
Sure.
You have to follow Fit Me.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Do you want to plug anybody who's not on the cast right now?
No.
No?
I don't. Well, yes, but no, because I don't think that I can follow that up. Actually, you know what? I take that back. You need to follow Retroactive J.
God damn it.
I love his podcast. He is an amazing host. He picks only the finest people for his podcast.
I don't know why you're here. I mean, what? Yeah. Is there anybody off this podcast? You've lost your turn. Gary, you're next.
Okay. So I do a show with 4 other people, or 3 other people rather, with 4 of us on Thursdays, and one of them is Ramshackle Thoughts. He's an amazing caster. He does story-based content basically. He plays a game and he weaves a story into his characters. He's great. He recently celebrated his 1,000 followers, sort of cast by doing 1,000 minutes. He's British, so if you like that kind of accent, that helps a lot. But if you want to watch someone who can manage a story and has a great interactive community and interesting, discussions, who has a brain in his head, you should go follow Mr. Ramshackle Thoughts. He's absolutely amazing. 100% recommend that guy.
All right, cool. I do follow him. I have yet to check him out, unfortunately, but I've got him on your podcast, The Bit Rant, and whatnot. So he's a pretty cool guy. He need to change my hours apparently. But let's see. Fit me. Who would you like to plug? Who would you like to talk about? And give us a breakdown on who they are and why we should follow them.
You see, Sammy messed things up because
okay.
I was gonna do that. Like I had it so planned too, because I was about to sing Drake and I was gonna go all in and I was gonna get close to the mic and I was gonna let you guys know, like, look, if you're not following my Madonna,
Your face is really close to me right now.
yes, I know, you need to feel me next to you. Do you feel me breathing in the air right
I
now?
feel you.
Okay.
I think I smell your breath.
If you guys are not following Madonna, aka my yin, my yang,
Oh my god.
you guys need to go follow Sammy. Absolutely amazing caster. Now, I know Retro's over here like, no, none of this shit, alright? You guys are gonna stop with the circle jerking right now, okay? Alright, Retro. Alright, I'm backing away. What I will do...
I wasn't giving you any funny looks at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
what I will say then, I would highly recommend that you check out Slathe. I say Slaith. I don't know. How am I supposed to say the name, Sammy?
I think it's slave.
Slade?
If you can say it with like a French accent, I think that'd be good.
Oh,
Slade.
bonjour, Slade.
Monsieur Sled.
Monsieur Slade. Guys, go follow. Hold on. Let me, Sammy.
Yeah, feel free
Why
to
do you have-
spam
He
his
has
link.
gorgeous locks. Follow Slave. There you go.
All right. Twitch.tv/ honestly, like, I've been enjoying the cast a lot. I go over there. I have opportunity. Like, look, there's a lot of people that I can recommend, but I do enjoy it over there. I go over there, very relaxing cast, very cool guy. It's just, and like everybody, it's a great community. You go in, everybody just knows you, and you feel like you're at. You ever seen Cheers? You guys might never seen Cheers. You're a bunch of young bucks in here, but if you ever seen Cheers, everybody knows your name. Everybody knows your name. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that show. That is exactly how I feel when I go in there. I go in, everybody's like, "Oh, hi, Fip. Good to see you today. I hope you go grab a beer, drink some wine,
Let's see.
get a croissant." And I'm like, "Yes, you're right. I might even fly out to France to go shake his hand right now." That is how I feel.
Slade was actually on here was it last week or 2 weeks ago? They were all starting to blend together, but regardless, he was on the podcast before, and yes, he's an excellent caster as well. And let's see, Sammy, do you want another crack at this? It's somebody who's not here.
Well, I just want to say that Fit Me stole Slade from me.
God.
I don't really
The
have a
circle
mind
jerk
for
is
these kinds of things, okay?
The circle jerk is real.
All right,
Oh,
Fit Me is an advertising. I'm just a caster who... All right, you know what? I have someone to plug. I will plug Matt's stream. He's been on this cast before. I host him a lot. He's a Quebecer. Okay, I can't do his accent, but it's... If for no other reason, you should go watch him for his accent. It's very soothing. It's very nice. I like it a lot, and you should follow Fit Me.
Wow.
That's great though.
I feel like I'm getting like double dipping here. It's like, okay, follow Slade, follow Matt, and follow Fit Me.
Anyways, I'm just going to... There we go. Alright. Follow Matt's stream. Yes, he's also been on this podcast as well. Anyways, as for me, in my plug, now that everybody's done circle jerking, I mean, what? Done messing around. Guys, you should go check out Matt's and Slaith and Ramshackle Thoughts. Please do feel free to drop them follow. Follow is free. And they are excellent casters, recommended by casters ourselves. And one more thing, my own plug. Personally, I've been checking out this guy. Very energetic, very new to casting, but very, very energetic and hyper, I would say, and very enthusiastic about casting. And I've really been enjoying his cast. And the thing is, he's only at 400 viewers, and I love his cast already, and I feel like he needs some more love. So I'm going to be plugging Mr. James Jammin Mage. If you guys could check him out, amazing caster. I feel like he has a lot of potential. Actually, my friend Official Daikon actually recommended me checking out him, and I've been loving his cast whenever I've been able to get the chance to check him out. Other than that, guys, we are going to be taking a 5 to 10 minute break. Those on call, you can feel free to mute your microphones, and or you can feel free to have your microphones unmuted and talk to chat. It's entirely up to you. But give me one moment. We're gonna get set up for viewer Q&A, and let's see. And I will give you guys a Google Docs form in 1 sec. And for those in chat, use that Google Docs, use that Google form to fill out questions. We'll be answering your questions as soon as we get back from the break. Give us 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And you guys can feel free to talk, or you can feel free to talk smack to them, or whatever have you to chat.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm quickly gonna go stretch my legs because I've been sitting for the last hour and a half.
Word.
So.
Yeah, I feel you. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so how is chat doing? How are you guys doing tonight? I lied, I'm not going to be back in a moment. I want to talk to chat. How are you guys? And guys, thank you for the host, thank you for the tweets, thank you for the follows. You guys are awesome. Also, if you guys could take the time out of your day to follow, if you could take your time out of your day to follow Gary Faceman, Fit Me, and Rayleigh LOL, which I butcher all the time, which is actually Sammy. If you haven't caught on, her name is Sammy. Just call her Sammy. She's cool. Really been enjoying their cast, and that's why they're here today. And so please take 30 seconds out of your day to drop them a follow. It would greatly, and it mean a lot to me, and mean a lot to them if you guys could just take your time out of your day to follow them. They take 3 hours out of their day to be on this podcast and make it possible and make it a weekly thing. And for that, I'm grateful. So if you guys could take 30 seconds out of your day to drop them a follow, it would greatly help. Let's see. Also, you can follow them via this link. And also, don't forget to fill out your Q&A. And we will be doing viewer Q&A in one moment.
For those of you curious, someone was asking me on Skype what time it is for me. It is currently 4:45 a.m.
Jesus, dude. I'm sorry. I like somebody told me, they're like, can you get more European friendly times? I'm like, no.
It's okay. I'm usually live at this point anyway.
Oh, guys. Oh, sorry.
Live, not sleeping.
Guys, we only got like 5 questions in. What's up with you guys? Feel free to spam as many questions as you want for the podcast. Make them as fun, make them as trolly, make them as serious as you want them to be. We will answer pretty. I don't think there's been a limit of what we won't answer. I don't think so.
Don't make me put in the questions, guys.
Spam it. Spam it. Questions.
Oh no, I'm always awake at this point, finally. I'll be awake for like 2 more hours. 3.
Or we can end the cast early if we don't have enough questions, if that's what you guys want.
Oh, no, guys. You can't do that. Please, ask us anything. The more bullshitty, the better. Honestly, those are good for fillers. What's my favorite snack? What kind of pie do you prefer? I will literally answer anything.
God damn it, Spiffs. I see your question, you fucking...
Oh god, someone just brought something up in Skype to me, like the midstream rating. Have you heard of this?
Oh, like they took a break and then they raid, yeah.
They raid. You can't see me do it because the camera's not on for you guys, but air quotes raid, and then they don't end the show and they just continue. That's not what a raid is, guys. That's not what a raid is. How do you do that?
So, you guys, I just sent you guys the Google Docs form, and what you may have to reload, and because it takes a while for it to update on your end, but I'm able to see them in real time. So, I mean, it's unfortunately just the only way I can do it. So, I'll read off the questions. You can feel free to pick out whichever ones you want, any order you want, and answer them as, you know, well, the ones you find most interesting, basically.
Alright. There we go. There it is.
D3, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad you're sick to make my podcast. What? He said it himself. He's like, I never thought anything good could come of being sick. I'm Retroactive J. I have a question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if you know what? Fuck that question. That's how I feel, Electro Kittens.
I can't believe you fell for that.
I can't believe I butchered it so much. Let's see. Is it weird that I don't play any games because I have no gaming system at the moment on Twitch? As a pro lurker, I mean, do what you want. If you enjoy games, but you can't enjoy them yourself, I mean, I'd do that, you know, personally.
Yeah, I watch a lot of games that I can't get my hands on. For instance, it's like, yeah, let's watch him, or something that I won't enjoy playing, but I'll enjoy watching. A lot of those.
My God, the questions like filled up real quick.
Really?
Yeah, like there's 32 now.
Damn.
I don't know if it's refreshed on your end, or you might have to refresh on your end, but I don't think it's gonna refresh just yet because they all just came in. You guys are awesome. Guys, thank you all for being here. You guys are awesome. It means a lot to me. The one thing I do a week, you guys are like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's get in. Let's see.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see. And guys, thank you for the tweets out. I just started doing the Twitter feed on the podcast, and it means a lot that you guys are tweeting out and enjoying the cast and all the kind words. Thank you so much. Let's see. Shoutouts to Phonic Arts, Reaper, and Artaxian, and all the retweets. Oh shit. Electro Kittens donated $2. Butchering my question. Love butchering my... Fuck you. I mean, thank you for the $2 donation. That's probably not the appropriate donation response. But god damn it, you trolley donation mother... Oh, wait. I shouldn't be talking about trolley donations. That was me the other day on Sammy's stream. Yeah. Not apologizing.
That's great.
Like, oh, what was it? Like, we keep talking about FitMe's been stuck on the donation screen forever, whatever. And so I put in, he's like, what, you guys want me to play games or what? I'm like, and I donated, and I was like, I want you to read my donation message. But, let's see, we're just, oh, are we all back? Or not just yet? Okay, we're still waiting on Fit. Yeah, no, I took out the donation sounds because I don't want to, like, I was kind of mad at myself when I had donation sounds on the podcast and it interrupted the podcast way too often, and I took off all notification sounds. It's about them, not me. Yeah, I noticed Spiffs. Fucking you and your trolley donations. Motherfucker. I mean, I'm not mumbling angry at you. Oh, God.
Oh God, these questions.
Please, more salt on me.
Oh my God, this is
I don't
great.
think you're gonna like that, but you know.
Guys, you're putting great questions. I love you. Can I just start tackling these now? Because we have so many to get through.
I mean, we won't necessarily get through them all. But as
You
soon
read
as
some of them?
Pip
shit.
gets back, I haven't even looked at them.
Wait, how do we see the questions?
Did you see the link in the Zoom chat? Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, that one. Just click on that, and you'll get the Google Docs. But is everybody back?
I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready.
All right, we're ready. All right. Give me 1 sec. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. God, that was anticlimactic. But let's see. Give me 1 sec. We're gonna get set up with. We're gonna get set up with viewer questions, and you know what? I actually like this one right off the bat. Dio's only a man. Ask: Can Fip me ban me? Can I ban Fip me? I technically no. No, I don't think you can. I will make you. I tell you what. If Fip is in my chat later on and you're in my chat, I will mod you just to ban Fip. And I'm sure he'll return the favor. I'm sure.
Let me stress, Geo, I am a mod in cast I see you at. Do not, and I repeat, do not start a war, because I will end it. All right.
Oh my god.
Ask people in my channel about what do I do to rioters. Ask them. Imagine what I do to somebody that bans me. Oh my goodness. This earth, sir.
Get wrecked, Geo. Oh my god.
I didn't touch you, Geo. That was me.
That was Sammy. I'm gonna blame Sammy for everything.
Excuse me.
She's so power hungry.
I don't know why you blame me so much.
God damn it. Oh my god. Let's see. Reaper, I swear to God, if you ask one more time what color the dress is, I'm going to kill you. Electro Kitten's already asked how much could a woodchuck chuck. Let's see. Neo22 actually asked, what's the worst thing that has happened on your streams? Ooh, this one. I'm not entirely sure what the worst thing that has happened on my stream. I will admit, though, in the beginning of my casting, I used to be really cool with everything, and that's generally how I am. And with, you know, interacting with my friends and all that, is that I'm just cool with all the horrible and messed up things we say and whatnot. And then, like, I try to apply the same concept to my stream, and then I grew a community just of shitters, and then I had to take a break and burnt out and fix and break down my community and say, hey, look, I can't deal with this anymore. I lost a lot of viewers from that, but I grew a better community from that. But I can't, you know, I'm not exactly sure, like, if there's one specific moment. It just was, you know, I just had a horrible community going on, and I just didn't really enjoy it. And then I told them up front, I was like, look, I'm either going to quit casting or things have got to change for you guys. And, you know, eventually some changed and then some just left. So I don't know about you guys. What's the worst thing that happened with you guys casting?
I had a troll for a while who would come in and try to, like, he would jump into the games I was playing, who I was doing multiplayer Wednesdays, like, and this used to be a thing that I did, and he would, like, you know, disrupt the game and try to destroy the fun we were having, and he would make all the accounts and say stupid shit. And in the beginning, it was really annoying. I was really pissed off that this was happening. But after a while, it became sort of this thing that would happen every so many days. This asshole would come by and he would follow with some hilariously stupid username, and you know, he would put effort into evading all these bans, and we would, you know, ban him again. And after a while it was fine, but in the beginning it was really annoying. After a while it became like, oh, he's back, this is kind of sad, you know, I feel bad for this guy. But in the beginning it was really annoying. That sucked. Somebody just trying to destroy your streaming experience. That sucked.
Yeah, I think we all had to learn the hard way with our trolls. Like, I don't know, like, I feel it's like,
Effort into.
I have 12 viewers and this troll's one of them. I don't want to let them go, but yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
I get it. We definitely recommend that to everyone.
What about you, Fip?
I'm honestly thinking. I'm. Wow, like.
Oh shit,
As
he's
long-
got
as
like
long
a
as I've been
list.
casting. No, as long as I've been casting, I don't think I've truly had like a really horrible experience.
Really?
I've had like the trolls, but like that's. I think everybody has that, so that's never. All right, I've had one troll, just like Gary did. Like this guy in one night, he made 50 accounts. I swear to you, 50 accounts, one night, and that was Moose. People on my channel still know him because every now and then he'll come in. And he comes in with the name Moose. Like he'll make like random Moose 69. That'll be his name for the day. And he'll just pop in. And it'll be months. And he'll just pop in and be like, "Hey, Pip." I'm like, "You son of a bitch." And the thing is though, is that like now I'm okay with them, so I let him slide and chat. But as soon as one of my mods catch him, it's over. It's like, oh, Moose is here. And you know what the sad thing is though? What I feel bad about, other Mooses join and they instantly get banned. I had a Moose join. They joined the channel and they were like, gone. And I was like, I guess it is Mini Moose. And next thing you know, I get a Twitch message like, why did you ban me? I was enjoying your cast. I was like, oh, I'm like, you're not Mini Moose? No, I don't even know who Mini Moose is. I was like, oh, well, I guess that was like my worst day casting. The day that we ban a person that isn't the troll. All right.
Yeah.
Like that was the worst.
Word. What about you, Sammy?
I don't think if I can really come up with any. I don't think I can come up with very many like outright negative experiences. But more what I think about are like pet peeves. Like especially when I was starting streaming, most of the people in my chat were, kids or they're younger. And I read something about this, read something like this on Reddit earlier today. Like when you'd miss a message, and because like chat went by and you weren't used to reading chat or something like that, you'd be like, somebody in the chat would be like, "Hey streamer, why'd you miss my message?" And you'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, what did you say?" And they'll be like, "Scroll up. Like scroll up and read my message."
Yeah.
What do you mean scroll up? I'm in the middle of a full screen game. I'm casting. I missed a line of chat.
I'm doing a thing here, God.
Notice me, senpai.
Oh God, it's the worst.
That's the first thing that pops up to me, and I still have some of those people come back that were there when they were like my 80th follower or something like that, and they feel like super entitled. They're like, "Hey, Sammy, notice me. Oh, Sammy, please. Don't you remember I was there when you had like 3 viewers?" I'm like, "Yeah, you've been gone for the last year, by the way. Welcome back. Nice to see you."
Yeah, I've actually had people like that. They're like, "Oh, do I matter in this chat anymore?" I'm like, "Well, you're here now, I guess. Hi." What do you what do you want from me?
I'm dead serious though. I had somebody come back and be like, "I was the first one who donated to you." I'm like, "Yeah, you donated 6 pennies to me. It all got eaten up by PayPal. I didn't even get anything. You donated 6 cents to me."
Fucking, let's rage at PayPal for a little bit. Let's see. Johnny Adventure Boys, or Johnny Boy Adventures, I'm sorry, ask, what's 9 plus 10? 19. Your question's done. Glad I could help.
No, Retro, that is wrong. The obvious answer is 21. Thank you. You can proceed. Thanks. You don't know about this, do you?
Apparently not.
You don't You don't frequent Black Twitter, do you?
No. What?
That's a whole other thing. It's like a Vine, and it's okay. It's all right. Let's just move on.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Phonic is a good one here if you want.
Sure.
How do you manage with 0 viewers and trying to make conversation or keep chatting but lack material or feedback to do so? How do you do that? I mean, I just keep going. I just ramble. Keep talking about random shit.
Yeah, like, the way I best explain it is just let go of that filter in your brain that's, the filter between your thoughts, and when you're casting it, just say whatever's on your mind. You know, and that's personally, even if I say something incredibly dumb, I hope people get a laugh out of it. But that's all I can hope for, at least. But you know, I just keep rambling to myself when there's not a lot of people in chat hanging out with me, and I do enjoy my cast. Even when there's not a lot of people doing it. And, you know, and realistically, though, I don't even see my lurker count or see my viewer count when I cast, so it's like, I just act like there's a million people in chat, personally.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do as well. Like, I just pretend like there's a billion people there, because I always have my view count off. I don't look at it when I'm casting, because, you know, I don't want to, because it can change the way you're doing things, even if you think it doesn't. And I just sort of vocalize my thoughts, like what I'm doing. Like if I'm trying to get a certain objective in a game, I'll talk about that. Or if something's ticking me off, I'll tell why it's ticking me off, etc. And you can always go into another subject from there, because something new will pop up, and you can just keep going, just ramble on.
Yeah, definitely.
As you said, let go of that filter and just keep talking.
Like,
I think it's a really interesting question. Honestly, just pretend you're in front of the audience just pretend you're in front of your ideal audience. Like, if your ideal audience is like having like 10,000 people, just pretend you have 10,000 people, because guess what? When you have 10,000 people, you're not going to read the chat anyway. There's like no way you're going to be able to read it. You're going to have that skill of like basically talking to yourself, even if there's people there or not people there.
Exactly what Sammy said. I'm going to tell you. I think certain games help build you into a great caster. Certain games allow for you to learn how to be interactive, whether it's with yourself or with people in chat. Like, and if I would recommend anything to like certain games to start off with, just to like, if this is seriously what you want to do, I would 100% say Skyrim is one of the better games. It still brings the audience, and it also so you probably have like one or two people. If you are literally at zero right now, you will have somebody pop in and will start talking to you, asking you about what mods you're using, etc., etc. And the same can go for Isaac. In those games, like, there's things always happening in the world. There's always something happening, so it allows for you to actually, you know, express what's happening, and just talk to yourself. Treat it as if like your best friend is in the room with you, and they want to know what's happening in the game, and they've never seen this game before. That's how I started. Like, I just treated like my best friend was right next to me. I'm like, yeah, dude, you see this right here? We gotta kill this. If we don't kill this, we're gonna die. Blah 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 blah, and it just like keeps going. It just gets to the point where it just like becomes natural. Then you start looking like a madman when you go to the supermarket and you're like picking up zucchini. And you're like, oh, this zucchini, I can't wait to slaughter you when I get home. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Yeah, this guy is talking to himself.
Like another type of game I would actually recommend is like a game that you're very nostalgic with and that you feel like you know in and out. You know, and something that you have played repeatedly, something that you're at least comfortable with the game, and then you'll be able to tell, hey, look, at this cutscene there's an Easter egg here, or at this area there's a little thing here. That I don't know if you've seen whether or not, but one thing I want you to know is that even if there's 0 people chatting, that doesn't mean they're not lurking. But one thing, please don't ever call out lurkers. Don't do that. Please don't. Just don't recommend it. Just like, because you got to realize that the lurkers are the backbones of Twitch. I'm sure you probably already know this, but I just want you to make sure not to call out lurkers just to have people to talk to, but give the add things to your cast, commentary to your cast that is, you know, somewhat interesting, that it would make people want to talk to you, you know, and I feel like that's the best way to go about it.
Just one more follow-up. Basically, banter over many things. Honestly, I think you just have to find your comfort zone, because I don't mean to be discouraging when I say this, but if you can't find your comfort zone when you're having that 0 viewer count, you're not going to find it when you start actually having people in the chat.
Yep,
It's
100% agree with that.
Because
it is a skill, in my opinion, and it takes time to learn it.
Like, I've had days where I look back and I had like a crazy number of viewers, like, compared to what I normally have, and then I think back, but wait, it was super quiet in the chat, like nobody was chatting, but apparently I just had a lot of lurkers that day because they were just watching, and I still had to, keep going. I would say if you're having a hard time talking about something in the game, for instance, pick something else to talk about. I happen to have a game design background in 3D and 2D stuff, so I'd like to talk about designing stuff for games, and I just talk about nonsense all the time, or how awesome this one little thing is that they did in this game. Just anything you can be passionate about, I would say.
Yeah.
Literally anything.
Works. Trust me.
Let's see. Duck JLad says, when it comes to advertising your stream, has anyone considered taking out Google or Facebook ads to advertise your stream? I personally haven't, because my cast is not consistent enough to be advertised ever. And, so that's my thing. So I don't know about you guys. Have you considered about...
I'll tell you, because I come from that background. I used to Facebook and Google ads and Yahoo and Bing, every single platform you can think of. I'll tell you right now, that audience is not the same audience at all. Like, there's really... Maybe if you advertise a specific game on Google, let's say that you advertise Evolve, right? Since Evolve just came out, people still want to know if they want to get the game. You can probably get away with it when people search for Evolve, and then you put yourself do you want to see what Evolve looks like? Come watch this person right now. But then you would also have to schedule that ad and make sure you're on when that ad is running. And that's just another thing. That's a beast within itself. And then you're trying to get a person that's on Google that probably never heard of Twitch to even convert. That now they're gonna have to make an account, follow you, and whatever your end goal is. Yeah, it's a whole lot of effort. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
people just won't do effort. That's always a good thing to keep in mind. If they have to do something for it, they probably won't.
What about let's see. What about Twitter ads? Because most of Twitch's fan base is on Twitter as well, or kind of, sort of, at least a good portion, I should say. Would Twitter ads be helpful?
I don't know. I think retweets are probably worth more, or say someone tweeting out your stream just because. Because it's a directed thing. People can identify with this person that tweeted this, and so they know that they will probably share this sort of values that they have.
That's what I assume too. It doesn't seem like something that if really spending money on another site could really help, but
No, I mean, there's definitely been things looked into this and everything, but right now I don't think Twitch is at that spot, or it depends on what kind of show you have, I guess. But I don't feel depending on the show you run, I don't think you'll have much merit from it. But I could be wrong. It might depend on the show you do. I think Man vs. Game could benefit from it.
I think the only way you can actually benefit from something like that is if you run a cast that is hardcore in your face. Yeah, like if you've ever seen Warwitch, that right there is it's engaging. So as there's never a moment that I've gone to Warwitch and it's been silent. So that would just boom. I'm okay, I guess this is pretty cool. I'm staying. Whatever the hell this is, I don't even know what Twitch is. I'm enjoying this show. But you would have to always have that amount of energy all the time for that to work out, in my opinion, at least.
I mean, for me personally, I don't know how it is for you, but for me personally, I wouldn't benefit from any of that.
No, not in my what I plan to do with my cast. Eventually, I can see it working out if I execute it properly. But right now, the way my cast is, people come in now and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like that's exactly what they say to me. They're like, "Okay, why are you under games right now? You're playing running with rifles, but you're not running with rifles right now." I'm like, blame the chat. What do you want me to do? Like that's exactly my attitude now. Like that is it. People come in here and they're like, "I came here for gameplay. I swear I'm going to Twitch report you." And I'm like, "Oh, jeez, this is it. Here goes the Twitch ban again. God damn you, R. Kelly." That's it.
God damn it.
Well, I think either way, anytime somebody joins your cast, it doesn't matter what it's from. It could be a giveaway. It could be from like a Google or a Twitter ad. They are never clicking on your cast the first time to watch you because they have no idea who you are. You know, I think that you just have different kind of windows. Like if you're rating somebody, people will generally stick around and give that person a chance because you've said, "I like this channel." They're gonna try and find the good in it and try to like it. If it's like a Google ad, especially if you're not a Twitch user, I don't know necessarily how good it would be, but I mean, I guess it's all exposure.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get some conversion rate. I just wonder how high it is.
Yeah, like that's the thing though. The sign up process isn't something that's just. I guess it is simple, but I don't think it's simple enough. Like it's not just like in your face. You know, like if you've ever really worked with like a true call to action is like pretty much you would want like as soon as somebody comes to your page, it has like a sign up button right there. That's not like readily available on Twitch. It isn't. Like the interface isn't made for something like that. Not yet, at least.
It also takes you away from the cast, which is a problem. If you could sign up while the cast is still going, and everything would just keep going, it'd be great. But as it is now, you have to sign up. You get taken to a separate place. You're signing up. You're doing all this. So at this point, you're not engaged anymore. So if you're someone who's new to Twitch, you're already like, I'm bored now. And you're probably going to do something else. That's the first hurdle. And every hurdle is going to take people away from Twitch. So that's already a massive problem.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see. The next question is from Dark Cobra. What type of games do you generally? What type of games are you generally into playing, and why? Now, personally, I am a variety caster. I will say that I have an easier time streaming platformers or games that have little to no story base, so I can just talk over everything. I love the Metal Gear series, but when it, like I feel a little awkward, I'm just sitting there quiet for 30 minutes, waiting for the cutscene to end sometimes, and don't want to interrupt the cutscene or anything like that. So I will say generally platformers are my go-to, or games that just literally like have zero to little story and they're very simple and straightforward, easy for everybody to understand. On top of that, I love salty games like I was playing Stealth Bastard and I Want to Be the Boshi idiotically against like for everybody who loves the drop that hashtag Team Not Jesse in chat, who loves to see me get wrecked. Fucking shit. Fucking hate you all. No, like basically it all started because I'm a little too salty when I play video games.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I love Metal Gear. Metal Gear is definitely one of my favorite series, but it's so freaking hard to stream sometimes. Like for me personally, because like I don't want to talk over the cutscenes. I know you love Metal Gear, Gary.
I love it so much. I love it so much. It's definitely one of my favorite things to cast. For me, it's everything that I can be passionate about. So Metal Gear or a game where I can goof off, be a derp. You know, a Souls game where I can just go in and die 100 billion times. Perfect. Or a game like Metal Gear where I'm just like, oh my god, everything is so amazing. So, yeah. That's it.
What about you, Fit?
You know, like I wish I could settle into playing a specific type of game, you know, like a genre or something, but I can't. So I swear I play a game, I beat it, and I keep moving, and I just keep going, and I keep going, and I keep going. And some weeks, like I think the games I love most are open world. I absolutely love open world games. I like because I can get lost in them sometimes. Like Skyrim, I was just doing stuff, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then after I realized that's also my problem, though. Like I get so wrapped into those games that I forget that there's a main story, that there's side stories, and that now I'm just like completely lost. I'm like, oh crap, why did I start this game again?
Skyrim is crazy like that.
like it was horrible in Fallout. I was so bad, dude. I didn't know what the hell happened in Fallout. I forgot the main story. Like I was gone. I was like, what is this? What am I supposed to be doing? I couldn't find my way back to I couldn't find the main story for like a whole 5 hours. I was like, what the frick happened? I was like, oh shit, never again. So now I stay away from I tend to stay away from open world games, and I just stick to games, and if I do open world, I stick to the main story and I complete it, and then I go to the next game.
Yeah, I've been
It's such a shame though, because I love just goofing off and doing whatever.
Oh, it's fun. It really is. But then when it's time for you to complete it, you're like, do I have to?
yeah, like I'm scared to play Skyrim for that reason, because I feel like you could just spend way too much time just, I don't know, doing random shit, and I'm like, I love a game that just ends personally, like a game that has a ending, because I have quite the backlog. I don't want to deal with playing a game way too much, honestly.
I have 300 hours in Skyrim, and I haven't finished the main storyline. So that says it all.
See, that's why I'm not gonna touch that, man.
And I love it. It's yeah, 300 hours. I never finished it.
What
I
about
didn't even cast it.
What about you, Sammy?
First off, I want to say Dark Cobra is a cutie patootie. Right. And he already knows what I'm gonna say, but I guess for the rest of the chat, I think I realized that I like playing games that I can play off of, if that makes any sense. Like, I played a whole bunch of Terraria because I was good at it, and I streamed Monster Hunter 3U because I was good at it. And I liked I liked just commenting on it and explaining what I was doing. And I like Skyrim because I like getting immersed, and I like role playing, which anyone will tell you. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't really play a huge variety of games.
Well, I think it's everything you can have fun with, right? That's perfect.
Oh yeah, it's definitely what you're comfortable with. Let's see. A follow-up question is asked by Neo. What games did you all start on streaming? Like, me personally, I wanted to do a retro gaming channel, and basically that's all I wanted to do. And then I kind of branched out from that. And then, so the retroactive thing kind of lost its meaning at a certain point. Aside from the pixel art and I guess and whatever. But, anyways, I wanted to do a retro gaming channel. So I started on, Ocarina of Time and Super Mario World and things like that.
Earthbound, I'm guessing, from the team, not Jesse Font.
I haven't played Earthbound, but I have I haven't played Earthbound on stream, but I played that off-cast. I don't know. It's like I have this weird thing where there's certain games I can only replay, and Earthbound is, in RPG games in general are hard for me to stream personally. So
I can kind of see that they take a long time. I started on FTL. There's no long story about it. I knew I would be comfortable with it. Play it for hours and talk my ass off, and it would just be great. So that's what I did. I just played FTL. 3 ships.
I think my name is fairly self-explanatory.
nope.
Started playing League, didn't really go that well for me. First 3 months of casting, I casted 8 hours a day, 4 or 5 times a week, and couldn't get anyone to watch me.
I was thinking it was laugh out loud. I always
Yeah,
forget that
that's
also
what
means
it
league.
now. It's been adjusted. That's the new brand. Raleigh Laugh Out Loud.
This is what's amusing about Raleig's name. Raleigh rated me. It's the first time Raleigh's rated me. I'm playing, and the thing is, I'm playing League of Legends. So I didn't really want to play League of Legends. It was just a community day. So I'm playing it for the community, and then I'm going to be done with it. I get rated by Raleigh_LOL. Now I'm like, damn it. Now I got to keep playing League of Legends.
Does anyone want to join my game? Guys in chat, Raiders, does anyone want to play League? Is anyone on NA? Would anyone like to join me? I'm playing jungle. Would anyone? Hello?
Oh my god.
Anyone?
Then I'm here oh, okay, this does not, why are they not saying yes? This, Raleigh obviously plays League of Legends.
Viv, I want you to know that since I've known you since October, I feel comfortable saying this. My failfish was unreal at that point in time. I was like, oh god. All right. Okay.
Can we get a bunch of fail fishes for Sammy?
You know what the biggest thing was? I was like, all right, you know what? He's gonna realize in just like a minute or two, he's gonna realize he's gonna be like, okay, no one wants to join. Nope.
Nope.
So kept going on.
Didn't click. I was like, oh. I actually went into a damn game. Oh god. Oh, why? Let's not talk about this.
man.
Oh, righty. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think. How do you feel? Oh, this is a good question. Haster asks, how do you feel about chat currency for time spent in channels, or channels that call out lurkers? Okay. I hate any form of calling out lurkers, period. Greeter bots, or, like, what was it? The other day, I had a moderator who was told by the caster to call out lurkers and say hello to them, like, as if they're, you know, like, that annoyed the hell out of me. You know, me personally, I just like to sit in a channel and lurk and just enjoy the cast without being bothered. And when you do just the opposite of that, it kind of irks me the wrong way. And it also kind of feels like you're kind of needy for my attention, and I don't want to deal with that shit either. Don't give me that notice me senpai shit. Anyways, as far as chat currency, I have a chat currency. However, I will say nobody gives a fuck. Yeah.
I have -7.
Look at all the fucks I don't give. Look at all the fucks I don't give, guys. It's literally there for a comedic purpose. I know a lot of casters do it for, hey, you need to enter this giveaway. You need to, you know, have this many points or something to enter this giveaway. And I'm not sure how I'm personally not a big fan of that, because I know people can't make the cast all the time, and I know that, you know, I feel like it would be unfair that if I reward people who can make the cast compared to the people who can't make the cast, and there's even people who have a point system to where it rewards them for lurking on the channel offline. I'm like not a big fan of fabricated numbers or anything like that. I don't want you to feel obligated to be here at all. And I feel like it creates a fabricated view count that I'd rather not have, or rather not deal with. I mean, if you want to be here, that's cool. If you don't want to be here, that's cool. I understand you all got your real life shit to take care of, and take care of yourself first. Don't feel like you're obligated to be here. But, you know, that's how I personally feel about it, is that it just creates a, you know, sense of urgency on people that I don't want to put on people.
Can I speak?
Sure.
Okay, in my opinion, I really like the way Warwitch does it, with his chat currency. Number one, it gets used. Like, it gets used a lot. Warwitch does giveaways pretty commonly, right, Fit?
Yeah.
Every
cast.
Not only that, when Warwitch is at his computer, he's in chat. If you want to talk to Warwitch when the stream's offline, you can. So I think that's another really nice thing, and honestly, I think it's just a bit of good fun, because you've got like the rank table and everything, and you can find your rank on the rank table. I don't know, I think it's nice. I don't lurk in his chat all the time, but I think it's nice.
I'm kind of okay with that. It's similarly done in Upic Games chat, and he has a cool function where if you have enough points, you can rob, and you get points, or, you know, gets points deducted. If you have enough points, you can shoot another member, you know, to purge them. I love that personally. Just the ability to go if someone's trying to build a pyramid or doing some stupid shit, you can just shoot them. That's fucking fantastic. So I like that.
Well, I mean, like, this is gonna sound weird, but like I feel like at a certain point, like you know how I just spammed the point system. Like, well, I put one point. I did one example of my point system in my chat, and I feel like it creates a lot of clutter in chat that doesn't need to be there. And I hate when there's too much interaction with the bot, and there's not, like, it takes away from my cast, because like I want to see all my lines of chatters personally. That's how I would like to have my you know, chat. You know, if it works for some people, that's cool with them. But for me personally, I'd like to have, you know, my chat interaction to be up and foremost. And when I see a lot of a lot of bot spam and command spam, I feel like it's absolutely just jarring for me when I just see my bot's been used to rob banks every 5 seconds or something like that, or something stupid like that.
Yeah. I mean, I know some casters have it blacklisted so that it doesn't even show up in the chat, but that's about where it ends.
I'll say this much: I've been running. I think I was I know I was like amongst the first 100 viewers to ever, like, not viewers, streamers to get Depot. And I remember implementing it in my stream, and everybody loved the idea of it. But at that time, it was still very new, like the idea of it, the concept. So it was like you didn't see it everywhere. So people were like, wow, this is actually a very cool system. Now, it's like, back then it was bad because people were just spamming it. Like, oh my goodness, how many ratchet bucks do I have? And they just kept checking, and I couldn't keep up with chat because I just see ratchet bucks. I'm like, where the hell? Hold up, you said something to me? Well, I got to find it now. And that was the problem, like you said, like it gets spammy. But now that people are like, I guess they're used to seeing it everywhere, it's no longer as spammy, you know. And like the only time it really ever even gets checked is maybe like off cast. It really gets checked on cast, or like if I do a giveaway and I actually require the points, that's the only time people ever check. But it's very rare that it gets spammy anymore. So it doesn't bother me. I actually enjoy the system. I think it adds like that level of like, it makes people that's been there for a long time, you know, they feel that sense of like, yeah, this is how many hours I have here, you know. And
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's very cool to see, because my last spot, I think Lone Scholar, he was #1 up there, and like everybody's like, how do we get this guy off the top of the list? Like that's all they're thinking. Like, how do we get rid of him? like that's the idea. And like Lone, I don't know how many hours. Like it was something ridiculous, like 3,000 something hours of just lurking. Insane. Like it was nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's awesome though.
yep. I like it. I like it a lot.
Word. Let's see. My God, there's so many questions. I don't even know where to start. If you guys have any ideas. Johnny Boy Vancer says, "Will you be my friend?" Sure. Why not? I'm not sure that's the answer you're looking for.
Some people who make their casts or shows around nothing but donations. Example, donate for X incentive. I fucking hate that shit. I mean, I get that they want to do it. It's fine if you want to host your show that way. I will not watch that ever.
Yeah,
Not for me.
I'm personally not a big fan of that either. Where, hey, like, I understand, like, 1 or 2 donation goals, but, like, some people have, like, a donation goal for every $5 or $10 or something like that. Hey, you'll donate to $30, I'll dance like an idiot. You donate to $40, I'll jiggle like an idiot. I don't know. Like, personally, I'm against that. It's, like, because I feel like they're just trying to monetize their stream, and I understand, like, to a certain degree, but there's a point where they take it too far. I understand, like, hey, we got 1 donation goal or 2 donation goals, or, like, you know, incentives, but, like, when there's, like, 1 for each and every $10 or something, like, I feel like it can be a little bit excessive and take away from the cast a little bit. But, you know, that could just be me. Like, maybe, like, I don't want to come like an uncaring bastard or anything, but I'm just like, I don't want to pause my cast and you know, every single time and dance like an idiot, or like, which I've seen people do, or, you know, or take shots or anything. Shot donation goals are so horrible for me. I will never do that. I will probably get way too drunk.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. If you do it like that, I'm kind of okay with the sort of, oh, we're doing a party, so you can pay for this. You know, that's fine. What I don't like, if it's so on the nose, if I'm like go in there and everything's about the numbers and that's all you're doing. I want to be there for the show. You know, It's fine that you want to monetize your stream and make a living out of it, but I also want to be there because I want to be entertained. That's my main thing for it, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you're gonna hate my cast.
No, I love talking.
You're gonna hate it.
Oh, well, I know you have the donation goal for $5 or whatever is the spin the wheel.
Spin.
Yeah,
we have a donation wheel, and that thing.
It's the GPD wheel.
It's the GPD wheel.
So how does it work?
Donate $5, you get it's like a wheel of fortune. You spin it. then there's just like a whole bunch of just dumb stuff up there. Like it's Fit has to speak with a Jamaican accent, British accent. Everybody hates a British accent.
Knee cam hype boys.
The knee cam. There's a 1 minute of just like getting the knee. And it's just BS, but it's just like everybody loves it. Hell, I even love it when it happens because it's just like, you know what? It builds up this hype, and then you can just like play with it. You see, there it goes. And then like as soon as the knee comes out, it's like, oh, really? Is that the knee?
Now I just gave away that I'm not wearing dress pants underneath.
Oh, great.
You're a proper caster, you know. You're not wearing any pants.
Pants are so
That's fine.
rated.
Have fun with it, and it builds the show. Then it's perfect. That's what I want. I want to go to your show and have a good time. But what I'm talking about is these shows where it takes away from the show element.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I hear you though.
Like if you do it that way, it adds to the show. It's a layer there that people can do something to interact with the show. That's awesome. I like that. What I don't like is these shows where this happens and then the whole show is stopped just to do this thing that I personally don't identify with, or whatever the hell it is that they do, or they're just constantly sort of begging for it or whatever, and it just bothers me. I just want to be there to have fun. But if you do something that has an extra layer of fun on top of it, that's all the better. That's great. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, I don't mind it like I said, I don't mind it when there's like, you know, a couple of tiers of donations, but like I feel like I've known people who are like, you know, set one up for every $5, $10, $15, $20, and they had something going all the way up to 100. I was just like, this is absurd. Like, you know, this is a little much for me personally. You know, I don't mind it. Hey, you donate, you gotta spin on the wheel. That's cool. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And it's really fucking funny. And I get to end up on TeamSpeak for whatever reason and talk smack to FIP, which I personally enjoyed.
Exactly, that's great. It needs to be a show to me. I come to Twitch for my entertainment. So if it's taking away from the entertainment, I'm already sort of turned off of it. You know.
I understand. I agree with that though. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Johnny Boy Venture asks, "What's your favorite thing about streaming?" My favorite thing definitely has to be the community behind it, the interaction with people. For me, personally, the thing about streaming is that it revived my love in video games. I was actually kind of burnt out on video games before I started Twitch, and then it gave it kind of a new purpose, a new meaning for me to be able to do and share my content with people, and people were able to enjoy my experiences with me. So, and then on top of that, the podcast I feel like is my way to kind of give back to the community, show other people awesome casters, even though I can't stream as much as I like myself, and be able to be like, hey, I'm not going to be online all the time. You should go check out these people. That's personally my favorite thing as well. So, I mean, yeah, that about sums it up. What about you guys? Sammy? Oh, Pip?
No, Sammy, go right ahead.
Wait, are we still talking about donations?
No. We're talking about what's your favorite thing on streaming.
I'm sorry, I looked away. Can you re-summarize favorite thing about on stream? What?
What's your favorite thing about streaming in general?
My favorite thing about streaming. Honestly, I live alone, and I've lived alone for a number of years now. So that was one of the reasons I started streaming, was to get that social interaction. So it's kind of like a really big thing for me now. I mean, obviously I didn't start out having a bunch of viewers, but you know, I don't think of them as viewers. I think, oh, I'm going to stream today. Who of my friends am I going to see today? So for me, a huge part of it is the social interaction. And it really has affected my life.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you there, Sammy. I do it. It's the only reason I do it at all. It's because it's so great to see other people every day. That's it.
I share the same exact thing. Exactly. That's it. Like, I just love the interaction, the community. It's just a great feeling.
Word.
And, like, it's also like I'm not sure how many of you have ever like received a personal message from somebody that watches you, but like when you get somebody that actually like reaches out to you and says like, you know, you helped them, it's like it's mind blowing. You're like, wow, like you really like it makes you want to cast more, you know, like knowing that you can help somebody through like a rough moment in their life.
Yeah, someone who comes out. I've had someone come to me and say like, "Hey, I've been having this really rough time, and being able to be here and hang out and talk has been great. Thank you for helping me through this." I'm like, dude, this is like all the past months worth it. I don't even care if nothing else changes from now on. That
Exactly.
completely makes everything worth it. That's fantastic.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Serious question. Do you think talking too much while playing games takes away from the game? Okay. One, at a certain point, I feel like they wouldn't be there if they didn't want me talking over the game. And two, I feel that like there's been certain games, like especially stealth games, where I feel like I'm either a little bit more quiet, you know, a little bit more into the game as far as the stealth I don't know, environment. I would say, where you know I'm like whispering a little bit with doing Mark of the Ninja. I'm like, look, I'm gonna sneak up and kill this guy right here. I'm gonna stab him in the throat 5 times or what. You know, like, I don't know. That's personally how I handle like my cast, is that I try to get into the atmosphere of the game. The same thing with like Metal Gear, but I don't think there's ever too much talking unless you're maybe talking over a cutscene, but, you know, not entirely sure. How do you guys feel? Like, is there too much talking all over the game that you guys would feel?
I guess we should let Fit Me talk.
Wow. Shots fired.
Wow.
It was too easy.
Oh.
No, we had to do it.
You know, I'll mute my mic.
It was too easy. Sorry.
Wow.
I think it's fine. I come there to enjoy the show, so if you talk a lot. As long as you're still entertaining me, then it's all good. I don't care. Go for it.
Unless you have like a hardcore gaming cast, I'm probably not going to stick around in anybody's cast unless they really have that personality that reaches out to me. Like, again, Warwitch is a really great example. Everybody that watches Warwitch knows it's not about the gameplay, it's about the personality in the community. Same thing with FitMe. You know, I don't really personally, I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with liking those hardcore gameplay casts, but I really like watching someone for their personality.
Yeah, same here.
And that's what sticks with me.
Work.
Like,
So
I'm
talking,
You can
I'm definitely
unmute
gonna
your
check
mic
out,
if it's muted.
I'll be honest.
You can
the fact
talk.
that he does talk a lot. I'm definitely going to check out FitMe's cast more because I want to know what that is all about. I want to hang out there and talk and stuff. I love that. That's something I really enjoy. So.
And you're gonna come over, you're gonna be like, okay, now please open the game. Just open it. That's all you need to do.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I watch FitMe, I'm always there like as soon as you start casting. I'm like, all right, how long is it gonna take today before FitMe opens the game?
Like
Or
bet against-
sometimes you'll be there like casting and just talking to the chat and the game music will go on, like the intro music will go on and on and on for like half an hour, and we'll be listening to the same thing looping like that entire time.
God. That's
I know his donation notification. Doom, 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 doom.
Don't even get started with the donation notification right now, okay?
Don't.
You don't want to know why.
Oh my god.
It's recently been improved.
Yes, it has.
Let's see.
Reaper asked, if you was a lemon, then what is the circumference of the largest planet 878 trillion light years away? That is a trick question. The galaxy, or the known universe, is only 92 billion light years across, so, you know. There you go.
I'm not sure if you're pulling that number. Like, yeah, what he said. I totally knew that.
It is. I just like,
I'm gonna look this up. Wow. Let's see. Urban asks, I used to stream and found viewers would leave if I cussed too much. Do you have that issue, or do you try to censor yourself? I personally have had this issue one like I feel like one or twice times, like a couple of times, where I cursed too much on cast, and I wasn't really like. I feel like if you, okay, I'm gonna curse no matter what. I'm gonna fucking do it, obviously. My stream is an 18 plus stream. I will say if they don't like it, they can get out. But I will admit there has been a point where like I feel like either I get too salty, and then I just blurt out every word that could possibly offend anybody, or things like that. And I feel like it was getting a little bit excessive. So I have not to cut back for the cast, but I have cut back on myself personally to use more intelligible conversations rather than fuck, personally. But I don't know about you guys. Hashtag Team PJ Salt. Fuck you guys.
I feel like I run an adult stream, so I feel like I should be myself, and I am someone who does curse, and I guess I prefer it that way because I feel like I'm myself when I do it. So just as long as I don't go overboard, I guess.
To be perfectly honest, I feel like I'm that one social outcast that doesn't really get it. Like, people talk about cussing and they're like, oh, you shouldn't cuss on stream and whatever. I don't feel that at all. Like, I drop F-bombs. I drop any cuss word I can get my hands on without really thinking about it. And I mean, I guess you could say I kind of censor it because I'm like, oh, you fucking bastard, or whatever it is that I do. But I love cussing. I think it's great.
Yep.
Well, it sounds pretty when you say it. When I say it, I'm just like, fuck!
I like that too.
What about you, Pip?
I have to like I curse, I do, but it's those moments like it gets bad. Like if the game, like Dark Souls, oof, I couldn't go like 30 seconds without dropping the F-bomb. It's like, I fucking hate this game. I can't wait till I fucking finish it. I don't know who the fuck told me to play this. It's just like, oh my god, I fucking hate you all. That was the saltiest stream of my life. It was horrible.
Yep.
Salt overloads are bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've had one picture actually, not so much about cursing, but I was like, my eyes rolled all the way back on my head. It's on Twitter somewhere. Like, I looked like the fucking devil when I was so fucking salty. But yeah, what were you gonna say, Sammy?
I was gonna say that in part there are games where people expect you to cuss like mad, like Dark Souls or maybe Monster Hunter. I think I would honestly be extremely turned off if I found a Dark Souls stream where the person was dying and they just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I died. Okay. Try that again.
I mean,
I was just thinking that.
it might get to the point though where they're just like so drained that there's just nothing left to say anymore.
They're done.
When you die to what is it, ONS? What is that friggin' fight, dude? The fat guy and the skinny one, and you're just like, it got to the point where I was just numb. I was just playing, going back in here to die. Why am I playing this? Like that was my face. Like it was just, I didn't even talk. I was just dead to the world. There's a highlight of me celebrating. I ran. I got it from my computer. I was like, yes! And then I died. And from there, I all I remember from that night was getting a bottle and drinking. Like, it was just... Oh.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Oh, fucking amazing.
Last thing I want to mention... Go ahead, sorry.
No, it's very short. It's part of the reason I come to Twitch at all. I want to see the salt. I want to hear those reactions. That's what I want. Go for it, Sammy.
Last thing I was going to say was the first time I watched Man vs. Game was his Bloodborne stream. And what sold me on his stream was the amazing rage. He died and he got mangry. And I was like, yes, I love this.
He's good, yeah.
Need more manger.
Definitely. Man is amazing. Like we can all agree on that at least. Like that guy knows how to do his shit. It's fucking great.
All right, word. So, yeah, I love Man vs. Game as well. It's been a while since I've been able to catch his cast, but good. Any Salt is good Salt in my opinion.
Yeah.
In fact, what your nickname's based on Salt, Gary, right? We had this discussion earlier.
Yeah, so people in my channel call me Gert. It's because someone mistyped my name once. They were trying to type Rect and Gary at the same time, so they typed Gert, Gert, and from that on it is stuck. Like, people just call me Gert when I fuck up now. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
But,
Stuck forever.
Let's see. Aside from that, like, guys, I believe that is all we have time for tonight. Guys, I'm gonna go around, ask each of you if you can remind us who you are, what have you been doing, what have you been up to, what do you plan on doing, tell us what your channel's about, and give us a breakdown, and any final words for the stream. For those of you in chat, if you guys could do me a huge solid, if you got hearts, spam them for each of our casters here. Let's see, I tell you what, I'm gonna start with Gary first. Tell us what you've been doing, what have you been up to, what do you plan on doing, and any final thoughts for the stream? And guys, spam your hearts in chat.
I'm Gert. I'm I'm this guy that dies a lot on Souls games. Right now I'm playing through Bloodborne. I'm actually not dying so much on it, but I'm still really salty when I get hit, so that's the thing. I guess I'm about playing high difficulty games, failing at least a moderate amount, a lot, and just having fun. And I have a background in 2D and 3D game design, so I do talk about that as well. I sort of take that into account. Like, I like to analyze the levels and stuff. So, if you like that kind of stuff, then check me out, I guess.
Word. Alright, and let's see. We're going to be moving on to Mr. Fit Me. Tell us what you're about, what you've been doing, what you've been up to, and any final thoughts for the stream. And also in chat, if you could spam your hearts one more time.
Yeah, I'm just a everyday caster, variety casting. Play everything, honestly. Like, there's days where chat isn't all that active, and that's when you get a lot of gameplay. But when chat is extremely active, then you're gonna get a whole lot of fit. It's just gonna be an endless amount of fit. I am transitioning the show into what do you want to call it? Like I guess a radio show, more of than just me just playing a game. So it's gonna be definitely a different direction, but I think it's gonna be a healthy direction because that's definitely where I want the channel to be. So that's about it. And it's to anybody that actually wants to get into casting, just go into it with a positive mindset. Don't ignore numbers. Just have fun with it. That's honestly.
All right. Cool. Appreciate it, man. And let's see. Sammy, Rayleigh, LOL, which does not stand for Laugh Out Loud. If you could tell us what your cast is about, what you've been doing, what you've been up to, and any final thoughts for the stream.
Raleigh. Yes. So I like to cast. Honestly, lately I've been really into Skyrim. I like to roleplay. And if you like cussing, I swear to God, and if you like accents, my stream is the place for you. I like to call people feckers a lot. Sometimes I'll sound a little more intellectual with the British accent. I like to do things like that. I it's just a community cast. I love the people, and yeah, it's my cast.
All right. So, last but not least, I guess I will have my final words for the stream. Guys on the Zoom call here with me, and the guys in chat, thank you all for coming out. It's been a pleasure. And guys, just one more time, I want to reiterate, make sure that you guys do drop them each a follow. Take the time, take 30 seconds out of your day. They take 3 hours out of their day to put up with my ass and put up with each other for some reason. I don't know why. But if you could take 30 seconds out of your day and drop them a follow, it would mean a lot to me. There's each of their links. Please go follow them. Excellent casters, excellent quality, great personalities. Kind of a pain in the ass though. What? Sorry, that's probably not a good way for me to treat my guests. But guys, we are going to be raiding here soon, so if you guys could do me another solid, stick around for a raid, prep your raid call in chat. Back backslash or slash me, Real Talk, you just got raided. And we're going to be finding us a caster to raid. Other than that, I want to thank each and every one for you for coming out. And for those of you on the call, if you guys could post in the chat who you would like to raid, and then I will decide our raid target from there. Just post it silently in the Zoom call chat.
Let's see.
We'll find a raid victim.
Let's see. Who we got? Who we got? There's so many people online. If only I had some kind of favoriting system.
Pick one. Oh my god.
This is. I'd love to go here. Here we go.
And guys, thank you for all the tweets. And thank you for all the follows. And thank you for the donation, guys. Donations. Oh, can't talk. Okay, so. And then Sammy. Who's your raid victim?
I'm looking. I'm acquiring a target. I will say them. I didn't mean to put the profile in there, my bad.
I imagine like a reticule going like beep 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 beep.
That is
There it
accurate.
Let's see.
I love how much my color clashes with your chats. Just like
Let's see. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to load all 3 links at the same time and hoping nothing crashes. Because I have never heard of... I've heard of one of these people. Let's see. And I'm waiting for my ads to go away. I should get Turbo, damn it.
you should. Turbo's great. Guys, get Turbo. $8.99 a month. No more ads. Support the broadcaster. Get Turbo.
Let's see. I'm just being a cheap bastard, is what I'm hearing from Gary. Let's see. I am feeling this one. I'm going to link this to you guys first. You guys get ready. You guys jump in there, get your raid calls ready, and let me know when all 3 of you are ready, and then I will share it with the chat. As for you guys in chat, I see you got your raid calls prepped. Greatly appreciate it. Now, if you could do one more thing, wait until 30 seconds to a minute after I cut off the cast, and then we will unleash hell. Or a raid, either one. And then basically we will enjoy somebody else's cast and share the love that was here today. So, give me 1 sec, and I'll get set up. But yeah, just let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm all good.
Alright, we're all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, once again, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to drop this link in here. Guys, go say hello to Mr. Chicken. Or just Chicken, actually, I should say. And let's go raid the hell out of his channel. Guys, wait until I drop the raid call. In about 30 seconds to a minute after the cast. Everybody on the Skype, on the Zoom call, if you guys could do me a favor and everybody say bye, bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a nice night.
God, that was the most uncoordinated bye ever.
I didn't know you wanted.
Oh, were we supposed to do it at the same time?
Oh, preferably. I don't know. We were supposed to sound derpy regardless, so it worked. But anyways, have a good night, y'all. Take care.